Big 200.
Big 200, yo. So now everybody's actually hearing us now. So let's try to keep it PG, guys. The timer has stopped. And I
So
mean,
this what the I don't like about gaming.
what? All right, let's kill it. Let's switch over. Here we go. Here we go. What's good, fellas? What's good? What's good? So let me go straight into the intro. Welcome to Gamer Actual, your weekly deep dive in the biggest news in gaming. You can find us on all major podcast platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify, with a visual version of this podcast being available on youtube.com at Gamer Actual. This podcast is also a part of the KXI Network. To find out more about the KXI Network and all our other shows, check out the show notes. Now, for tonight's episode, we are talking about, what are we talking about, guys? I don't know. I remember. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. 2XKO News, Power World Update, PlayStation Showcase, and a lot more. So let's get into it, actual gamers. I'm your host, Cash, and with me tonight, I got the homie Heartless. And we got two special guests tonight. One that's not a stranger to our show, pretty much a friend of the show, Pizzo Plays. And for the
Oh, there's no
first
pretty much
time,
about that.
yeah, and for the first time, we got Kale's dad in the building. Welcome in, fellas. How y'all doing?
Thank you. Glad to be here. Appreciate
Welcome
you.
in.
Yeah?
Thank y'all for bringing me back.
Yeah, sure. I'll start with Kale's dad. Like, how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Had a great stream earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Good feedback earlier, and ready to give some gamer opinions.
Oh yeah. So I was gonna
Dash, what
ask
up?
you. I'm good, bro. I'm good. How y'all doing? How you feeling, Pizzo?
Man, I'm amazing. I appreciate you for even inviting me back for a third time. You know what I'm saying? I figured y'all
Is
figured
it
y'all
a
would have
third
got
time?
tired of me by now.
I feel like it's
Yeah,
been more
I
than
feel
three
like
times.
I know I was there for one episode. I
Mm-hmm.
can't remember what we were talking about. I was there for the 50th episode
Yeah.
and this
You
one. Yeah, I think it's three.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro. I think you've been more than that. I'm gonna go through the. I feel like you've been here more than
If
that.
if I'm wrong, please let me know.
Yeah,
Please
I
let
feel
me
like
know.
you've been here more than that. But
Well, yeah,
so
man.
so usually we ask our guests what games you're playing. Listen,
Mhm.
Kale, I've been in your stream.
Ah.
Every time I've been to this man's stream, he's playing Peak. But I'll humor
Great.
you. What games are you playing, Kale's dad? Please tell me.
So that's what makes that crazy, which is so funny. I'm glad that you popping on the funny stuff too,
Right.
because we definitely were just playing Karma: The Dark World,
What
and
the hell is that?
brother, yeah, that's how I feel playing it. That game is making me feel Alan Wake all over again. Let me tell you,
Oh,
Alan Wake.
word? One or
I
two?
woke up.
Yeah.
Come on, two.
Okay.
But we love Alan Wake. But
Mm.
I when I was playing Alan Wake 2, I woke up like 3 a.m. in the darkness, and I was like, "What the f- is happening with Alan Wake, bro? Like, what? Why is this happening, bro? Alan Wake has me out my sleep." So yeah, no, I deeply enjoyed Alan Wake 2, but Karma: The Dark World is I can't even explain it to you, which is how crazy it is. We started that, and we started Chronos: The New Dawn at the same time because I'm a
I've
silly
seen that.
goose. So now we've locked back in on just Karma because these are two very deep narrative games, and I we don't want to run these at the same time.
So you're playing back-to-back horror games, is what you're saying?
Not only that, yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I'm not
I
doing
do a
that.
lot of
It's almost that time of year.
I do a lot of indies like in between. I'm a huge indie person,
Mm-hmm.
I'm an indie
Sure.
connoisseur. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I like
But
that. I like that. It's fire.
but yeah, no. Right now, I started playing both of those at the same time, and I said, okay, y'all, we have to make a decision. We're gonna either play this one or this one
Right.
first. So that's why we started. We were delving into Karma, and Karma is just so it's so weird, bro. It's so weird.
I have to check it out. Is it like first person?
Yes, that's first person. Chronos is third person,
Yeah.
but Karma: The Dark World is definitely first person. It's made by Wired Productions. These are the same people that
Mm-hmm.
made Martha is Dead. So if you don't remember Martha is Dead,
I remember it,
that
but
one was a,
vaguely.
that one was a doozy too. Pretty much
Yeah.
you're a twin. Your twin dies, and you are acting as your twin sister, and like you start to get your mother's love because your mother didn't like you but loved your twin. And yeah, it's like a Martha is Dead is a really messed up. It's a really messed up game.
Damn.
But yeah, Karma: The Dark World was made by the same, produced by the same people that made that game.
I have to check that
Okay.
out. So, Papa Zoe, what have you been playing, bro?
Man, so of course, I dabbled into a little play Power World with you guys the other day.
Mm-hmm.
The story games that I've been playing. So, myself and Kale's dad here, we actually did a review for Mafia: The Old Country. He's
Ah.
well acquainted with that series. The only game that I had played before was Mafia 3, and I didn't finish it all the way through. And that's just because it was an older game when I played it, and something else came out. But played Old Country, realized that if I do one, two, and three in chronological order, I would have played essentially the whole timeline in chronological order. So I went from Old Country to one to two, and now I want to say maybe I'm like a fourth of the way through three. I'm enjoying three. I've always enjoyed the Mafia 3 game.
Mm-hmm.
Mafia 2 right now, story rise might be my favorite, but once I'm done with three, I'll probably just do like a little tier list. But
Hold up.
and in the meantime,
You said three
I'm
is the
waiting
better
on
story.
well, two currently two.
Okay.
Like three was my favorite going into like the old country and Mafia One, but the remake of Mafia One is oh, it is so good. It's so good.
Mm.
Um, but the story of two is just a tad bit better. Even with like because they remade one and they only really remastered two and three, which I hope they end up uh like actually fully remastering two at least. Three can stay because it's almost on par with what we got now. But yeah, if they remake two, that'll be really good. That'll be really good.
I,
But aside from that, I'm waiting on October 2nd. So
for me, I feel like the first one was a slow burn, and I feel like that's probably
mm-hmm,
why I lost interest. It's because it was
mm-hmm,
such a slow game at the beginning. I feel like I just
mm-hmm.
need to get back in there and just kind of get over that slump, and then I'll
Yeah,
probably enjoy the game a lot more. But I
yeah,
did
it's
like the whole idea of like a period piece because I loved
yeah,
LA Noir, and it kind of reminds me of LA Noir because
Oh
that's kind of
my
yeah.
like my
God.
that's kind of my
Bread and butter.
analog to
Yeah.
that, right?
Okay,
Yo,
okay.
listen,
Ooh.
LA Noir was peak.
And it's
Peak.
criminally underrated.
Underrated, bro.
I see what you did there.
Underrated. Yeah, yeah. It's, you got that right. But because the thing is with LA, the fact that you can even like interrogate people and you have to watch their facial expressions and all that shit was insane. Or you would lose out on like a clue or like hints was crazy to me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Plus
crazy to
extra
me,
doubt.
Yeah.
huh? It makes X it out.
Mm-hmm.
There was also
Oh wow.
the DLC with the Black Dahlia case. Y'all remember that? I don't know if you
Oh my
remember that.
God.
That was, but then it come to find out, you didn't even solve that one. And that's the crazy part about that game too. You didn't have to solve the mysteries, bro. Like the Black Dahlia, nobody figured out who the Black Dahlia killer was. So in the game, naturally, you didn't find who it was, which isn't. It was a great game. It was
It's
underrated,
intense.
bro. Yeah, I heard the creator. He was very intense though. He was a very
Mm.
intense guy. I don't want to use difficult to work with, but like that's kind of what I've heard around,
Yeah.
Uh, So around what you call that again? The cooler. That was the cooler conversation. He's very difficult to work with and stuff. And I think Rockstar bought out LA Noir, didn't they? They were the ones who
Yeah,
published
they
it.
were producing. Yeah, the publishers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same thing with, I want to say, Max Payne 3. That kind of, it was very similar with what they did with Max Payne 3. But like overall, I feel like I want to get back into Mafia, but I really have
Mm-hmm.
to like get over that slump. But yeah. Heartless,
Mm.
what about you, buddy? What have you been playing?
Chat, I've been back on Street Fighter going crazy.
Surprise,
Also been
surprise.
playing 2XKO. And Pal World.
And
Actually,
Power.
I guess I haven't really been addicted to Street Fighter as much as that I have. We've been playing some Pal World, which has been a lot of fun. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's something we'll talk about later. But
Hmm.
I don't know. I think now's a great time to get back into Pal World. I don't know how you guys
Yeah.
feel.
I'm really
But
enjoying it. You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Before we started, this man texted me like 3 hours ago. Power World? I'm like, nah, bro. I'm on the road, bro. I'm on the road. We can't
yeah,
play right now.
I was sad when he responded and he was like, I can't. I was like, damn.
But
Yeah.
we're probably gonna play after this. I really enjoy the
Yeah,
game.
Power World is definitely one of those games you have to make sure you have time scheduled ahead because
Hmm.
20 minutes can turn into 2 hours
Oh yeah.
very
Yeah,
fast.
yeah, for sure.
What I love about the game is that it's very community driven. Like
Yeah.
it's a
Hmm.
lot more fun with friends. It's a lot more fun with friends.
Yeah, a gift and a curse though.
Yeah. Yes. Because if, say, for instance, a friend is probably one of the highest ones that is kind of helped developing the community, right? And they're not available, then it kind of like sets you back a little bit, you know?
Or if you're waiting to do like a boss battle for
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes,
Right.
while somebody is assisting another player, you know what I mean?
Right.
That can always hinder the song.
Nah, that's
Right.
on you though. You should be assisting them to make it happen even faster.
That's crazy.
I have to assist the assister to help assist the assistee.
You have to
Yes.
assist the assister so that the assisting is done, and then the assister is no longer an assister, and now he's a player and a teammate. You got to
Okay.
upgrade the
Okay.
assister to the teammate. You
Wow.
Got
wasn't
you, got
thinking.
you, got you, got you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Speaking of sis, let me tell y'all, brothers. Let me tell you.
All right. So, Artless, what are some games that got released this week?
Pulling them up right now as we speak.
My boy just got flashbanged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have one monitor, so there's like I have to move stuff around. So just bear with me, guys. Um, to be honest with you, for the games releases this week, there was some big names and stuff. Nothing really caught my attention, but I grabbed 4 games that I wanted to bring up. The first one is going to be Tokyo Extreme Racer. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
I don't
Wait.
believe I did.
Yeah, I had looked it up a little bit now, and it was giving me like a little bit of arcade racer nostalgia vibes.
Yeah.
So are we in early access? Because now that I click on this link right here, it says the release date is January 23rd, 2025. Oh, was that the early access?
Oh, you can buy it now. It's
Yeah. I think that was.
September 24th, 2025. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That joint just came out.
So what was that date again, please?
September 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, absolutely. So you guys heard the date there. And for the about the game section, we got a racing game set in an alternate future version of Tokyo where the city streets have been turned into closed circuits for high-speed racing. The player can upgrade his cars and race against the strongest rivals on carefully recreated city highways to win the title of the best racer. The game combines dynamic racing, risky maneuvers, and intense duels, offering a unique atmosphere of night racing. This game, I believe, released just for the PC, or do we have it on consoles as well? Because right here, what it's telling me is just PC, and I don't want to mislead anybody.
We'd have to double check that. We can cross check that later.
We'll cross-check that, and if we have any and if we need any corrections, we'll let you guys know.
I feel this is giving me
Uh,
strong underground vibes. No,
Yeah, that's
The
why I was
aesthetic
like,
of it, especially.
it's
that's why I was like
definitely.
very arcade. You know.
Yeah, it's very Need for Speed Underground, which is one of my favorite Need for Speed games, especially Underground 2. Underground 2 is
Underground
my
2, yeah, that was
shit, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I can still remember the Fat Joe in the beginning. Lean back. Oh my god, bro.
Nah.
Listen.
When I think Need for Speed, I think 369. Damn, you're
Hey,
fine.
hey.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
That
I
too.
think. But anyways, guys, next game on the list we have here is Hades 2. I picked it because it has some really good ratings. It dropped on the 25th of September, and it released on the PC. And for the About Me, we got a long one. I don't know if I'll do the whole thing. A continuation of the roguelike Hades, taking players into even deeper and darker layers of ancient Greek mythology. This time, the story revolves around Melanie, daughter of Hades and goddess of magic, who embarks on an epic journey to overthrow the Titan of time himself, Kronos. And that
Okay.
released on the 25th. It's got ratings 9.1 and 95 on Metacritic. That's pretty good.
Did
I'm about to
anybody?
Do you know why?
Yeah. Did you play it? Did anybody play the game?
Hades is a juggernaut. It's a powerhouse, bro.
No, no, I know for sure.
It's one of the best roguelikes that's come out in a while. And we've had roguelikes like Dead Cells as well. Like that
Mhm.
are just phenomenal games to play. Like roguelikes are like a little bit of my bread and butter. I really like them. One that had come through was definitely and this was like a while ago. Returnal was phenomenal. It was. So
I haven't
good.
played
Now
it
they're
yet.
coming out- Oh,
That's-
it's so good. And now they're
Really?
about to come out with Sorrows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yep,
Sorrows,
yep.
which we're gonna be
How-
talking about later on today, because they got just
Mhm.
Housemark is just
yeah.
they're doing their thing, bro.
The same developer that made Dead Cells. What do they call Evil Empire?
I think so. I have to look it
Yeah,
up.
they worked on
I'll look it up right now.
Prince of Persia, Rogue Prince of Persia.
Oh,
They also worked
oh,
on
the Rogue Super-
yeah,
Yeah. So why did they do that though? Not why did they make that game? Why in 1 month did Ubisoft and them come out both with
bro. I
Prince of
don't know.
Persia games that were both good?
Yeah, but there were two different flavors of Prince of Persia, and I think because
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
people fell in love with Lost Crown so much that the Rogue Prince of Persia felt like a watered down version of that. When in actuality, it wasn't. It was a totally different game.
No,
Well,
they
Because
were
I
both.
haven't played the newer one, so
I kind
They're
of felt the
both.
same. Yeah,
They're both good. So that's what's
yeah,
so crazy about it.
they were
They're
both
both
great
hit.
games.
Yeah.
I
They were
kind of
like,
felt the same way though when I played the Rogue Prince of Persia after I played Lost Crown. I was like,
yeah.
I'm not really feeling this, and now it's actually one
it's
of my favorite games right now.
the animations in Lost Crown and everything. They're just so good. Like they really hit us with that LeBron meme. Where it's like, you know what? Here's another one
Here's another
Yeah, right.
one.
for
It's
no
crazy.
reason.
Yeah. I think no, but it was early access though. That's the thing. It was early
Uh-huh.
access, so it wasn't the actual game because the game only recently came out.
Yeah.
The 1.0 recently dropped. So, but I don't know. That was not. I think that was not a great idea on their part. That they should have waited at least the end of the year to do something like that.
Yeah.
At
Because
least the end of the year.
these are two different. This is the same IP, two completely different types of games, but very similar games.
Yeah. So I feel like a
So
lot of people felt like it was less than the Lost Crown. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It
Oh,
felt
yeah.
like a mobile game. Like if you compared them, you people you can see why people would think it's a lesser product.
And then things kind of like get overshadowed. It's the same as when like, and I hate even having to do this. It's the same as when Watch Dogs and Sleeping Dogs came out.
Hmm.
Watch Dogs had such dismal reviews that it pushed over to Sleeping Dogs because people thought it was the same game. And
Right,
I'm like, no, Sleeping Dogs is elite. It's an elite
It's
game.
two
bro.
completely different styles of game.
Completely different styles of game, but people thought they were the same game because of dogs being in the title, bro. So yeah,
I have a very soft spot for that game. Why?
which one?
Because Sleeping Dogs. Because
Oh,
I was following the development history of that game, bro. When it back when
Mm.
it was true crime.
how about the True Crimes?
Yeah,
Let's see,
back when the
2000.
game was actually True Crimes 3. That's how long I was following that game. And then they scrapped the
Good
game,
lord.
and then Square Enix took it over,
And then they made it into.
Sleeping Dogs. But I don't
And
think
did
we're
it,
ever going to see a sequel
oh,
to that game.
no, we're not gonna see something to the game,
And I
which we
don't,
should.
we should. And I don't also think we'll ever see a True Crimes ever again either.
No, never.
Probably not.
Nah.
That ship is sailed.
That was EA. And then EA is just, they're in the Call of Duty salt mines. So EA is not making any.
But
Activision, sorry, Activision. Activision.
Oh, okay. I
and
was about to say if you're talking about EA, yeah,
Yeah.
Activision for
Activision,
sure.
my
Yeah,
bad. Activision is in the Call of Duty salt mines. They'll never leave. They're not going in. I'm sorry. They're not going to make anything
Yeah.
different. Nothing.
No,
And
you're right.
I'm
You're right.
waiting
It's
for
like
that.
It's like Drake White Room.
Yeah.
they're-
And I'm just waiting for them to do that with freaking what you call him? That made fuck, I can't remember the studio right now.
What game did they make?
I'm also blanking on the game. Anyways, moving on.
Oh, okay.
Yo, we got Raiders. Thank you for the raid, guys.
Ooh,
Yeah,
we got
W
Raiders.
Raid. Who that
Yes,
was?
indeed.
Who came in with the raid?
Shut out the gas. Shut out the gas.
Because
Click that follow button, guys.
speed.
Appreciate the raid. Thank you. Welcome in,
Yeah.
everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
So, guys, welcome to the Gamer Actual Podcast. This is our weekly deep dive into biggest news in gaming. We're also on all major podcast platforms like Apple Podcasts, and we're also on YouTube. Go check us out. We're also live on YouTube currently as we speak. So, welcome in, everybody.
Hit the
Welcome in.
follow buttons.
Please, thank you. You know, make up some. You know, each one teach one. Like once one of us pops off, bro. Like everybody pops off. This is how it is. This is how we work. That's how we work. But yeah, moving on. Heartless. Any other games this week? I know we kind
Yeah,
of
we
like.
got 2 more games in the lineup. And so the next one on the lineup is Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which dropped on the 25th of September as well. It's got an 82 sitting at Metacritic released obviously for the Xbox Series XS, Nintendo Switch, the Xbox One as well, the Nintendo Switch 2, PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4. This thing's on everything. I'm surprised it's not on mobile. And obviously, you know the story, how it goes. A racing arcade game set in the universe of games about Sonic the Hedgehog. In the game world, racers find themselves in an alternative dimensions where the usual laws of physics are violated. There are tracks with anti-gravity, underwater routes, desert storms, and futuristic cities. In each race, not only speed is important, but also teamwork. You must skillfully combine the abilities of your team to block opponents or gain strategic advantages.
Is it safe to say this is a Mario Kart knockoff, or should I not say
Yeah,
that?
I think it's
Violated
safe to
I
say it.
wouldn't call it a
racing
knockoff
or
because I'm not gonna lie. That's the Sonic. What I've seen of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds looks fun as I don't know what. Like I would definitely give this a try. Now, I mean, of course, like and this is kind of weird, right? Like same way Nintendo suing Pocket Pair for certain mechanics. I feel like Nintendo would try to patent
That's what I'm
racing and
saying.
picking up power-ups and throwing stuff at each other to try to win. Anyways,
you
that's a
know
whole nother
that's what
subject.
you know to do, bro. You
Yeah,
know?
let me not give them any ideas, but that game looks fun. Cross
Yeah.
Worlds looks fun.
Yeah, it does. It
Everyone
looks fun.
has tried to take a piece of the absolute bombing success that Mario Kart has been ever since the 64.
Hmm.
Yep.
And it's always happened. You know, we got Crash Team Racing, we
I
got
was yeah.
Diddy Kong Racing. We
Mortal
literally
Kombat
even
even
Mortal
had
Kombat.
a
I see this all.
yes.
You're lying. What?
Mortal
No,
Kombat
yeah, they had a
in,
racing mode.
in Deception, they had chess combat,
I remember
and
Yep.
Just
they
Got Back.
had racing in Deception.
I
Yes,
didn't
they did.
remember that one though. I know I remember chess,
Mhm.
but not the racing.
Small body, big head,
Big-
in a
yeah,
cart.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I
It's
have to
kind of
check
fun
that.
sometimes
It was
too.
kind of funny. Yeah, it was
This
kind of
looks
funny.
super fun though. This looks like something we could
Yeah.
definitely play on like a Saturday night because we usually have community nights on Saturday nights.
Oh
Mm.
hell yeah.
I could see this being like a community night game, like Mario Party and all that stuff. So yeah,
I think what's so weird to me though is that a lot of games that try to like pull from that Mario Kart formula, I don't understand why sometimes they be so stiff.
right. Doesn't
Like
Disney have one?
that's yeah, Disney
Yeah, Speedstorm.
Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I said I was gonna play that when they got my boy Prince Ali alias he alias Bobwa in the game. That's what I was waiting for. I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay one step ahead of the lawmen when I was
Right.
trying to race with my boy Aladdin. But yeah, they do have Speedstorm.
I, and also, this is just me thinking too much. I feel like I'm overanalyzing, but and pardon my French, but what the fuck is Sonic doing in the car? I'm just saying.
I mean, I mean, you got to think about it. It's like Francis Ngannou getting boxing gloves on and doing actual boxing.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah.
This is just me just thinking. You know, it's like
You know
Sonic's
how
in a
fast
car,
you know how fast Sonic pit stop is gonna be if he do it himself.
bro.
This is cool though,
No,
because
it
it's like
is.
you don't need a Switch to do this with your friends.
No,
So
you
like
don't.
Yeah.
this does have major potential for a community night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think
Mm.
also that's why Nintendo feels threatened by Power. Going back to Power, I feel like Power is just like the theme of this episode
It's a
tonight.
movie.
But like, that's one of the reasons why I think they went after Power because like there's so many other like knockoffs. We talked about this last week. There's so
Yeah.
many other like Pokemon knockoffs, and Nintendo's not going after those guys. But Power World sold 25 million copies in like a
Yeah.
weekend, and they were like, "Wait up, hold a minute, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A non Pokemon game did that in a weekend? No,
Yeah.
we gotta
Got
take
to
care of that.
step into this. We got to
Yes.
do. And it's just because, and I think that's what annoys me about Nintendo so much is because instead of you just making the game that your
No.
audience is asking you to do,
Hmm.
somebody else say, okay, I'm gonna make the game that your audience is asking you to make because they want to play this, and they were
Right.
like, no, you're not. And then like him, like Drake, they pushed the lawyer button. You feel me?
Yep.
So
That's
man,
exactly
they
what they
call,
did.
I'm saying, Lawbrie and Associates. I don't.
Lawbury and Associates. I'm done, bro.
Do you
Um,
think? Do you think Nintendo, when they seen Power World, they were in the middle or in the beginning stages of developing their two latest games, Pocopia and Legend ZA, and they thought to themselves, "Wait a minute, That game is the two games we're making now put together in one, and they were like, "We got to do something about this."
That's a
I don't
very
know.
interesting take on that.
Not
Um,
only that, somebody pointed out something the other day. Sorry, Pizzo.
okay.
But they said that because I didn't even realize this. So Power World and Pokemon Company. So people are wondering, is this the doings of Nintendo specifically, or is it the Pokemon Company? And I'm like, it's the
Mm,
mechanics of a game, so I would say it's Nintendo,
yeah,
right?
I'm
I
thinking
think
it's
it's Nintendo.
I'm thinking it's Nintendo. Yeah,
Yeah.
But we should. The
I mean,
lawsuit's public. We should know exactly who was doing what.
Well,
because
true.
the Pokemon Company, I mean, they can go through whoever they want to, but they chose Nintendo. Nintendo's in charge of like the gameplay mechanics and things like that. And so
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, and this is kind of going to the point. Nintendo doesn't care if there's a game with similar gameplay aspects. They care if it's similar and is successful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's affecting
Like,
their bottom line.
yeah, right, exactly. And in the gaming industry, especially nowadays, companies are looking for any and every way to keep you in front of whatever game that they're playing. And so if there is
True.
something like Power World that's doing something similar to ZA, and to that point, I wouldn't be able to answer that specific question. It's a good question. I just don't know like the timeline of development for
Mm-hmm.
Legend ZA. So I wouldn't be able to say for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised. But if there's a game like Power World that exists on multiple different platforms and it's crossplay, so you don't have to have a Switch to play. The only thing that's missing is if they go mobile. If they go mobile, like if you could play Power World on mobile, the law. I feel like the lawsuit. They'll try to find any and everything to try to take them down at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Power
I,
World is going to keep people from being able to,
pro.
or keep people from wanting to play Pokemon games,
Yeah.
CA and whatever else that they're coming out with. Didn't they just drop like a teaser for like an Animal Crossing style?
Pokopia. It's
Pokopia.
like
Yeah.
Power World.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally like Power World. You put Pokemon on a farm, and
Mm.
Put
they
them to work.
and
But they're not
you
slaves
put them
though.
to work. I'm telling you, if Pokopia were to release,
They're
if
willing to
Pokopia
work.
were to release in the next year, that means when Power World early access dropped for $25 and they sold
Mhm.
millions of copies, that means they were working on Pokopia and they were working on Legend ZA,
Right.
and they seen Power World in a success, and they were like, "Holy shit!" The two games that we're working on right now
This game is both of them in
already
one.
exist in one game.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Straight up.
Yo,
And
I'm
they
gonna say
looked at
So
something.
that. I was
Mm-hmm.
pissed. Go ahead.
No, what I'm gonna say is, if Power World should end up on mobile, it's fucking over, bro. Imagine me
yeah, it's
being
tough.
able to play Power World on my fucking phone at work,
Mhm. Yeah, pull your phone up and
just for a second,
go ahead
like
and
on break, like 25 minutes. Let me just go do this thing real quick on, you know what I mean?
yeah.
While I'm not home, I just, do a little 25-minute run, try to catch this freaking pal.
Right.
So,
What?
how big is the server? What's the max?
I think we can have up to 35 people in ours in the private one. But I
Oh, nice.
imagine I would imagine that they are going to expand that later on.
That would be cool.
I,
Imagine
I
a private server with like a few hundred people in it. That'd be crazy.
That'd be nuts.
and not everybody has to be a part of the same guild. Cause so here's an
Yeah.
idea that we've been talking about. I think Heartless brought it up. We could have like PAL battles, cause there's stadiums there,
Oh yeah, I
right?
forgot about
So
that.
what we
Oh,
could do
stadium.
is stadium. So to have people battle like freaking Pokemon, bro. Listen,
Really? There are stadiums in
yes,
there.
there's stadiums in
Yeah.
Power World. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Strengthening my case.
right. So so, so now
Building a
imagine they
Rico.
do something like that. You have people pull up and be like, "Yo," especially on a stream, just have like two guys pull up to do a stadium battle. Would be nuts. That'd be
And
nuts.
there's guns
Ooh,
involved too, because
love it.
you don't just kill the pals. You got to kill the trainer.
Yeah, you gotta kill.
So there's aim involved and there's strategy involved with the pals and the team and how you want to run it.
And we
Mhm.
can
And
even
it's
make
cool
it
because-
66.
I'm sorry.
What?
Pizza, what were you saying?
Well, I was saying I've never tried the stadium mode. Can you bring multiple pals in? Because like if you could only go in with one pal, let's say I have a fire type and I have a fire type, you would just bring a water type. But if you could bring like multiple ones,
I would
No,
shoot,
imagine
I
you
could have
could
a
bring in multiple pals.
no. Remember, you can
yeah,
you could. What's gonna happen is you're gonna swap. Remember, you have the ability to swap out pals. So even if somebody pulls up with like a fire type, if you have like an eclectic like party of pals with you, you just swap it out to something else.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Man, it's eclectic.
Eclectic, yes. That's a.
Right out the SAT
I'm,
words,
There you go.
fancy.
but yeah, I like I said, Power World. I feel like it's gonna be here for a while. It's not going anywhere. I really
Yeah,
don't think. I don't think they are. But yeah, so back to what we were talking about, Sonic Crosswords, and then there's another game that came out this week, which is what Heartless. I
I don't
forgot.
even want to talk about it really.
EA Sports.
EA Sports FC 26, which I think is like
so I don't
FIFA
even really want to talk
26
about it.
in
Yeah,
modern day times.
yeah, it's pretty much FIFA.
I'll tell you, it released on everything. You guys know the batch of consoles it released on. No PlayStation 4 though, and
Sheesh.
yeah, no PlayStation 4 unfortunately, and it dropped in the 26. And you guys know what FIFA's all about for those who play that game.
Right. All right.
You
Or-
So
know,
go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm interested to see because apparently EA is gearing up to go private here soon.
Yeah. So I heard.
But
I
they're
heard
selling
that
to
too.
a Saudi Arabia company.
Bro,
So
Saudi's
like
buying
I
up
don't
everything, huh?
yeah, they are low key, low key. But
Golly.
I don't know what that would mean if they could go private and not have to serve X amount of like investors with every game. Like, would that affect monetization? Are they not going to change monetization? Are they going to cancel projects like the Mass Effect game that's been in development for 5 years at this point?
Man,
Um,
I like
I
that.
don't know.
I would hate that if they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I'm looking for them to return.
listen, I cautiously optimistic about Mass Effect because what they did with Andromeda, I wasn't really, you know, and I don't know what to think. You know what I mean? I don't know what to expect from
Well,
the developers.
so from what I've like read up on, a lot of the developers that worked on Dragon Age the Veil Guard,
Mm-hmm.
if they were not like let go of, they were moved over to help with the development of Mass Effect, the new Mass Effect game. So I don't know if that is going to translate to not like combat wise, but like writing wise, narrative wise, stuff like that, which is a very important part of the Mass
Mass
Effect
Effect,
series.
yes, interweaving,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to affect
Wow.
the game going forward. So, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see though.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that they continue. I hope it makes it past whatever merger or acquisition that's ahead, and I hope we get a good game.
Yeah, usually in those
Absolutely.
acquisitions, they usually kill off a lot of like in
Yeah,
production
start
stuff.
acting
So,
stuff. Mm.
all right, Kales, you got something to say? My bad, cut you off.
No, you're good. I just thinking about the Mass Effect series, being able to like just delving into that series for the first time, and I mean like just the we had such a juggernaut of gaming when a lot of sequels were coming out, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because I mean like think about Mass Effect 2 when that came
Bro,
out,
bro.
and
Don't,
like
don't,
just
don't.
the intro itself, the
Yeah,
intro to
bro,
Mass Effect
that
2 itself
that fucked me up, bro.
is
When
so
is it spoilers? Shepard died at the beginning. I was like,
there
what
you
the
go. Excuse
fuck?
me.
Yeah.
Yo, I remember when it was happening,
Yeah.
because you know, like your anime, you be watching something. When it happened, I said, "All right, who finna swoop in and save my boy?" All right, I'm like,
That dude,
ah,
so who finna
dude
swoop in and
died.
save my boy?
it,
And I'm
Dude
when
watching,
died.
when does this
and
plot
I'm
armor
watching,
kick
and I'm like,
in?
okay, yeah.
Right?
And then my boy caught on fire. I said, what's going on, y'all? What's what? Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
Wait,
bro.
is he flame resistant now? What's
hell yeah. I remember the suit being gravity resistant. This
Mhm.
motherfucker. So what we got going on now?
That shit
And
fucked me
yeah,
up,
nah,
bro.
it was like I mean like that's why I'm like the beginnings of like the second games like Uncharted 2 as well. Like we had like a
Yeah.
lot of like the twos that were coming out were going nuts.
Yeah, they were upping the ante in some crazy ways.
in some insane ways.
Crazy.
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely for the Mass Effect series, dog. It's been like a crazy ride. I know they did a super cop out with the end of three, but then
Bro,
and then
that
Andromeda came out. I didn't think Andromeda was too
it
bad.
wasn't bad, but it
I
was
don't
too
think that
buggy.
it was too buggy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They didn't have that redemption arc like CD Projekt Red
Hmm.
did with Cyberpunk. So
Yeah.
I think that yeah, I'm praying
Right,
that they don't take a lot of the. I mean, because they just canceled Perfect Dark.
right.
Perfect Dark just got
Yeah.
and that's insane. We had a whole trailer for it and everything, and they were
Hmm.
like, actually, you know what I'm saying? So I worry for gaming now because it's become. There's always been a monetary aspect to it, but a lot of the love has been taken out of gaming, which is why I delve into indie games so much
Hmm.
because these are people's passion projects. These are
Mhm.
people's dreams that they are putting into like these small scale things and they're making them like they're becoming better than some AAA titles in my opinion,
Yeah, because it's a lot more formulaic, and I think a lot of AAA studios are prioritizing graphics over storytelling,
which is terrible, bro.
which is
Which is
stupid.
terrible because we have so many very uniquely good games
Hmm.
that did don't need a lot. I'll tell you right now, a AAA game that doesn't have crazy graphics, Little Nightmares.
Yeah, yeah.
Little
Yeah, I
Nightmares,
enjoyed Little Nightmares. I
and
did.
that's an indie, but it's like a AAA indie.
Right,
Little Tarsier Studios with Little Nightmares 1 and 2. Let's dial that all the way back to Limbo, right?
right.
Braid,
Limbo was a goaded game, bro. I'm
right?
sorry.
And
Limbo
guess
was
what?
sick.
There's no talking. There's
No
no talking
talking.
in any of that.
It's just
No
it's
talking in Little
all of
Nightmares
it is
3.
visual storytelling.
All of it
All
is
of it.
visual, and you can feel it.
Hmm.
And that's what I mean by like the love of the gaming, which is why I was scared for Little Nightmares 3 to go over to Supermassive. Not to
Hmm.
say the Supermassive is bad, but Tarzia Studios, I mean, they crafted an incredible world. They're doing Reanimal. That's coming out in 2026. That's going to be insane.
Which is a
But
spiritual successor to Little Nightmares.
it's that love. I mean, when we
Hmm.
talk about spiritual successor, then that means we got to talk about Inside, which
Right.
is after Limbo. That's the
Limbo.
spiritual
Yeah.
successor to
Yeah.
Limbo.
Hmm.
The Playdead Studios goes
Which was
crazy.
a weird game. I'm
Oh,
the
super
end.
weird.
That end.
And there are two different endings.
Yeah. So
Hmm
listen,
hmm
going back to the Mass Effect thing, I feel like Mass Effect was the first time I actually saw internet backlash, bro. I've never seen a
Really?
community. Yeah, because think about it. When Mass Effect 3 came out, that was what, 12?
Yeah, that was
20,
Yeah.
2011,
very
2012. So you weren't really seeing internet backlash
yeah. That was
until
like
then.
the birthing of like
Yeah,
online internet
yeah,
discourse, especially
discourse.
about like gaming
Bro,
and stuff.
the
Yeah.
entire internet was in flames because of freaking Mass Effect 3's ending, bro. It was like, what the fuck is this? You're telling me my ending is just different colors? Is that what you're trying to explain to me? Because that's what it
Different.
really was. That's all it was. It was a green, a blue, and a red. But it was essentially the same ending. But you're trying to
It,
explain, oh, it's interpreted, oh, this red ending just means X, Y, and Z. But I had to search that up. You didn't give me that in the game.
they were scared. They were scared to give it an ending.
You're right.
And, and
Exactly.
and like the thing is, I can't be too mad at them about that because this is a massive thing. This
Right.
is a massive. This is a juggernaut of a game.
Hmm.
We've had we've had Mass Effect 1 and how that played into Shepard's story. And
Hmm.
then 2 is just like, oh my God, we've upped the ante
Bro,
on literally every single
not
thing
on.
that made the first game good.
Yo,
We're gonna
I,
skyrocket it, right?
bro, I
Hmm
think
Mhm.
Mass Effect was a masterful storytelling until 3. It's like Game of Thrones, the ending of Game of Thrones.
Uh-huh.
But bro, the fact
Exactly.
that you're telling me that all the decisions I made in the first game carried over into the second, so you and I would have two different experiences in Mass Effect
Yeah.
2, and then in Mass
Hmm
Effect 3 until the ending, that also carries over then. But then to get to that ending, you're telling me like all my decisions that I've made throughout this entire franchise essentially didn't fucking matter. And that's what pissed people
hmm
off.
Culminated into some bullshit.
Exactly. That's
Oh,
what.
sorry, some BS.
No, you can say bullshit on the show. It's fine. But no, but it's
We
real
said some
talk.
things.
We've said some things. Trust me.
I'm so bad.
but like it was a very disappointing thing to the point where they had to redo the ending.
Oh my
I
god.
remember them redoing the ending, and it still wasn't satisfactory. It was not satisfactory.
Pain.
So I have a question for you then.
What?
Is there a version of events that would have been satisfying to you?
If you're gonna kill off Shepard, justify his ending. You have to justify why he died. I feel like they
Okay,
didn't do a great job at
that's fair.
killing him off
There
in
was
a
no
sense.
payoff.
Mhm.
There's no real payoff.
Desmond. Desmond. Assassin's Creed.
Right? There was no real payoff to his death. Like, if you're gonna get him off, explain to us why that's happening. But that was their way of kind of like resetting. Because where could you go from there with like the what was the last guy's names? The Reapers and all these guys. Like, where could you have gone after that if you're going to do like a follow up sequel? Which is why they kind of did, because it was there to serve as kind of like a soft reboot of the franchise, if you
Yeah.
really think about it, right? Because Andromeda was them trying to rediscover the universe because they were no longer able to travel because all the relays were destroyed,
Hmm.
Hmm.
right? So that's, I don't know. I digress. I digress, guys. But
EA. EA.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but let's get into the main topics of the show. Main topics. Sorry, Heartless, I had to do it. So
It's my favorite part.
2XKO is about to enter a huge phase. The closed beta ends October 7th, which means the early access also starts that time, right? From I think it's starting from season 0, and the content permanent progression in addition of its 10th champion Riot supports for the competitive community with the first impact program. So I'm trying to figure out um, if you have to have like a certain amount of followers or whatever to apply for this impact program. So it's basically
Mhm.
like a content creator program that streams 2XKL. So I'm trying to figure out what they're looking to do with that. But anyways, there's a lot to unpack here tonight's so I'm going to ask you guys what do you think this means for 2XKO moving forward? Um Kale's dad, I'll start with you since it's your first time on the show. Have you been
Thank you.
following?
Thank you.
Have you been following 2XKO?
Not too close. I used to be pretty into the fighting games community, and I
Mm-hmm.
like kind of dialed myself back like a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been seeing the success of it, and I'm very excited for the people. This the characters come from which game again?
League of Legends.
League of Legends. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much. And
Mm-hmm.
so like I'm like, yo, League is eating. League people are eating right now. This all I care about is
Mm-hmm.
if people in the gaming community are enjoying the content that is being put out for the game that you like. DKO, DKO.
Yeah.
But I'm very
Ah, yeah.
like getting into the and
RP.
now with the, 2D fighters,
All right.
great, great. This is great for 2D fighters as well. I will say to you and say to everybody else who is listening, if you see a creative program for a game that you like, it does not matter how many followers you have. It does not matter what you think your reach is. I need you to apply for it. Apply for it. I have lost out on so many things not applying myself for it because I thought I was not good enough to do it. You are good enough. You can do it. Apply yourself to apply your wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
So definitely shoot for that, brother. Please do it, especially if y'all like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the only real thoughts I have on it as of now is all I've been hearing is good,
Yeah.
and I just want them to keep the good up and not multiverses it. You know,
True,
I feel that.
true.
I feel that. Pizza, how
True.
about you?
Um, one thing that I feel like is important to keep people coming back, or even really wanting to invest in the game, is the permanence of the progress. Them keeping it like if you can jump to a game because it's fun, but it's going to seem casual if you know at the end of the season, whatever you've earned or whatever is just going to get reset, right? So permanent progression, I feel like it's going to give people that already enjoyed the game, and then maybe people who have kind of been on the fence about it, more of an incentive to want to either try the game or just go crazy with the game. I like the fact that they have a structured plan for a few different seasons going forward as well. And an important thing with fighting games, really fighting games in general, but just by nature, they are competitive. And so having an established competitive scene
Mm-hmm.
as soon as possible is always going to be preferential, right? That's if you can capture the competitive scene in a shooter, in a fighting game, in really anything that's competitive, you can ensure that one, there's going to be an audience. Two, you get more money whenever like you have like I think they said they're going to be at Evo France. So like whenever you have people participating in your own tournament and the people that come and watch, not only are you getting exposure, but I think those companies get paid based off of participation and viewership and things like that. So I think everything is just it's spelling everything right for this game to have some legs. The challenge is going to be, as it is with every game, is keeping the game balanced and who do you cater to?
Right.
You know, so only time we'll be able to tell. But from
Hmm.
what I'm hearing, it's definitely on the right track. It's definitely on the right track.
So a question that I want to pose to you guys, right? Because I noticed that since the beta is gonna end, which means any progression we've made thus far is gonna completely be gone. How important do you guys think that it's that permanent progression starts at season zero? I guess that's a question I think I want to pose to you guys. How important do you think it is?
So I think when the value of your game or
Hmm.
the repetition of the game is kind of put on like a battle pass or skins or like having these different items that only come around once every so often,
Hmm.
excuse me, that can give people a reason in and of itself just to play the game. Being able to keep those things like for example, right? Something that I really appreciated that NetEase did is if you had access to the beta or if you had access to the alpha, and I think if you on the console version, if you had the PlayStation, if you played on the PlayStation during their beta, you got an exclusive Spider-Man skin. With PC, you got an exclusive Wanda skin, and that is just the skin for people who participated. Everybody
Right.
that came after, they don't so if you see somebody with that skin, oh, okay, he's been here since the beginning, type shit. So,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll make or break a game, but if your gameplay loop has a lot to do with like collecting items and things like that, it's super important. Just to make sure that they don't feel like all of this time that I spent on this game was for nothing.
Yeah. I low key wish that they actually kept the progression that you've made on previous betas because
Uh,
I think Heartless and I played the first beta and now the second one, and I wish we had kept like a lot of like the stuff that we've acquired. So like the
mm,
outfits and all that shit. And I know it's not that important because you can always
you're right.
re-earn those, but it would have been nice to know that I got to hold on to something
Hmm.
after the game actually launches. So I don't know. I don't think it's a good or a bad thing per se, but I can see how people would find that as an issue for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
even after,
mhm.
say, even after you've like done this,
Right,
because even if you don't get anything during, maybe like after when we hit that 1.0, right?
right.
They
Hmm.
give folks that were in all of the betas like, oh, you get this, you get
Ex-
this
Even
certain
that,
badge, you
yeah,
get stuff
Hmm.
like that. Even like an after would be okay. So that'd be acceptable too.
yeah, that'd be dope.
Hmm.
That would be super dope. Like it doesn't have to be the same thing, but just something to like show an appreciation for the people that participated in the beta.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
because
Exactly.
the feedback like that is that's super important for like game development, for bugs,
hmm
player experience, really in general, server testing and stuff like that, making sure everybody's connection is good. Um, all of that is super important. That's kind of the purpose of pre-alphas and betas and stuff like that, getting people in and making sure that it's refined whenever you get to that 1.0 version of the game. So yeah, I definitely agree. Just even just a little trinket or something to kind of, say, yeah, we appreciate you for helping us get this thing where it is today. So yeah.
Yeah.
hmm Um, so do you think that the addition of like a 10th champion at the launch of the game will help the freshness of the game, like help people feel like, yo, all right, this is super dope? Because I think they have a content schedule already, which is going to be
Yeah.
it's roughly 6 characters for the year. Because I think it's every other month, right? Heartless, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the content schedule. It's like,
I got some notes here. I'll get into my thoughts when I get into it. I don't fully know the content schedule, but
mm-hmm,
what it says here is 5 champions a month. I'll get into my thoughts on that later.
mm-hmm. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think that helps with like the freshness of the game? Like them dropping
It's
another character at launch. Do you think it's gonna help?
um
I don't even know
it's
what the
it's
character is.
a it's a double-edged sword, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because on one end, like there's a ground zero for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like so whoever has this player or this champion, no matter who you're playing against, they may have had their main in either of the betas, but people are learning this character. That was part of the fun of like completely kind of like unrelated, right? But a game like Fortnite when it was kind of like blowing up, everybody was ass at building, and that was kind of that was kind of part of the allure. Was like when you get a dub, it's like you know it's a bit of luck that kind of plays into it. You never really know what's going to happen because people aren't building whole 3 5 star hotels as soon
Right.
as you shoot at them. But again, everybody's going to have this one ground zero point, and then you still have your mains and stuff like that. The only thing that makes it a double edged sword again is just balancing. Whenever you drop a new character, you never really know one how it's going to be received, and then two, like because they haven't had the chance to really play test the character in the betas, anything could really happen. You know what I mean? But
Right.
like I said, it's a double edged sword. It's definitely a double edged sword. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So they also plan on having like I think it's gonna be 5 seasons for 2026, and with each season it's gonna have a new character, and I think they're gonna also have a season pass. Um, my question is, do you think that would be like sustainable? Is like that kind of pace? Would it be sustainable for them?
Let me be the one to get onto this one.
All right, Liz.
All right, before we get into that exact question, I want to say I do think players should absolutely get something for being in the beta. They should get something. That's kind of cool, right? It's a cool
Right.
Yeah.
incentive.
Right.
Um, but no, I don't think that. So I have faith in this game, but I have some problems I have with this, right?
Mhm.
Street Fighter 6, they release 4 characters a year, and nobody is happy with that. Nobody.
Right.
So, for a game, and Street Fighter released with 18 characters. So, for a game that's going to start with only 10,
Then. Mm-hmm.
and you're going to have only 5 characters a year, it's
Mhm.
going to take you 2 years to catch up to the release batch of
Oh, Street
characters
Fighter.
that Street Fighter 6 had on
Mhm.
release. And Street Fighter 6, nobody is happy with the amount of content that is coming from Street Fighter 6. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where. Um, the FGC and the league players are gonna fall in terms of that, but um, the balancing part of this is I do have to say, league does have a lot of characters they can pull from, a whole lot of characters they can pull from, and I do think there's a problem now where you're seeing a lot of the same teams and all this and that.
Mhm.
But as the game progresses more and more, there's a potential that this game could have 50, 60, 70 characters. And then the idea of balance and the struggle of balance, I think, becomes easier because now it's not just one character versus one of the other characters, but one of the characters is much stronger than the other. Now you have a lot of variety in the teams, and there's also fuses. And who knows if there's going to be more fuses in the future? So there's going to be tons of ways to create variety. And sure, there might be a meta in every season in which 2 characters together with a particular fuse is pretty OP. But when you get to a point where you have 60, 70 characters and you're balancing things um, 5 times a year and you're doing this and that, it might be you could create a game in which the players don't discover the meta by the time the meta shifts. That could be really cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I do think they need to accelerate the character, the character drops. They have to accelerate the character drops more than anything.
All right, so that kind of leads into my next question. How do you think this would affect player retention? Do you think it's going to affect player retention? Is what I'm saying. Compared to other fighting
Already
games.
has.
Yeah,
Already has.
you think so?
Already has. Absolutely. I'm already hearing people are sick of Vi.
Mm-hmm.
They're sick of Yasua.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
okay,
hear that
so
too. Vi,
so it's like
Yasua,
we're hearing the
and
same
Echo,
things
and
recurring.
Echo.
In Echo, you're hearing the same things, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
they're getting sick of particular teams, and then you're hearing people getting sick of particular fuses, and then I made like what 20 friends in the game in the first 2 days, and on the third day, only three of my friends are online.
Right.
Now, I want you guys to hear this when I say this. I have a lot of hope for the game. I think
Mhm.
the game is a lot of fun. It has the potential to be the kind of game in which every tournament you watch, you're seeing something you've never seen before.
Right.
Mm.
It has that potential. I just think they need to accelerate that character drop. I think they should be sitting at least six,
I think
7, 8 characters a year.
I think they weren't prepared to release the game as early as they did, and I feel like they probably didn't expect to have they. So because I remember beforehand, I think they planned on drop releasing the game with a lot more characters, but they had to dial it back to release the game early, right? And
Mhm.
I think that kind of affects the game in a sense where because it's a 2v2 fighter, it feels like a smaller pool. If I feel like if it was like Street Fighter where it's like a 1v1 game, 10 characters at launch wouldn't be that bad. But now it's a 2v2. So essentially you kind of have like a 5 character pool you got to pull from, if you get what I'm saying, right? Like you have to pick
You're seeing the same three teams
exactly,
over
exactly.
and over again, and every team has Vi in it for some reason.
Exactly. So you kind of you're making your pool smaller by doing that, right?
Hmm.
So I don't know what they're gonna do to like. Heartless is right. They need to like accelerate the character release date. I don't know what they're gonna do, but
They
it's
don't need to do
also.
anything else other than accelerate the character release date.
But I also
And
feel
I'm
like
sure
it's
there's
a
other
free to
things they need
play.
to do.
What like
I'm sure
what?
there's other things they need to do.
Hmm.
But the one thing that's crucial, pivotal to the success of this game. Oh, we got someone in chat saying 2 characters every month is very solid.
Yes, I
Oh,
agree
one
with
character
that.
every 2 months is very solid. That's six characters a year. But what I'm seeing here is you got
Hmm.
5 seasons, and each season comes with a character.
You're right. That's five
So
characters a
is
year.
that 5 characters a year, or is that
That
6 characters a year?
that's 5 characters a year because they plan. They have 5 planned seasons next year. 5.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think it should be at least six,
Hmm.
7, 8, somewhere in that vicinity. 7, 8 would be nice,
Hmm.
a year. I don't know. We are seeing a lot of this. I'm seeing people. I watch streams. I'm in these communities. I play these games. I'm seeing people being like, "Yo, why am I seeing this over and over again?" We're not even 2 weeks into the game, and we're seeing people saying, Why am I seeing this over and over again?"
Hmm.
But there's a lot of potential.
Yeah. All right. So
None of this goes without saying. There's a lot of potential.
all right, so what would you like to see in the season pass beyond just new characters? Can I ask that question?
It might be better off being answered by these guys, to be honest with you.
Please, OKL. I know you guys are not really like, up onto it.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Like, what do you think would be something else? All right. So I'll ask you guys as somebody that's not really playing 2XKO, well, what do you think a developer like this could benefit from having in their season pass? They're probably gonna have skins, so that's kind of like out of it, right?
Forgive me.
Yeah. And characters. But what else do you think they could have that would strengthen their season pass?
Well, I won't really say like the season pass itself. I think something that would strengthen the game
Mm-hmm.
is if they had per character progression. Now I don't know if they do. Maybe they do, and I don't play 2K
Like
2K
character
scale.
mastery? Character mastery?
Yeah, like character mastery,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So that the same way you see people. I mean, they have it on like Mortal Kombat. I'm sure they have it on
Street Fighter,
Street
yeah.
Fighter, and
Mm-hmm.
but you get certain icons, you get certain skins or whatever that signify like I got this person to the highest level, or you when you go up against them, when you see that nameplate, it's like, oh god, I got a sweaty vibe, fuck, I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do, stuff like that. um but yeah, you live and die by the content, to be honest with you. You live and die by the content. If you launch and you only have 10 characters and people are able to figure out a meta, if there's like an overall general consensus of a meta where there's like only like maybe 3 out of the 10 characters that are viable competitively,
Right.
that's really going to be detrimental to the game. Being
Right.
able to have a lot of content and play how you want to play is what is going to at least keep it to where they can continue to add more
That's what
content over
attracts me
time
to
that'll
the
keep
game.
people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Kale, any thoughts?
Um, I think Pizza made a lot of really good points.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I can really add to it is like just good balancing.
Mm-hmm.
Balancing, and again, that's like for like whole game, not just like a thing for like the battle pass or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely say balancing,
Balancing. Okay.
giving, having like, because there's nothing worse than going up against a team knowing how the meta is, how this may play out every time we get into a match.
All right.
and and of course there's going to be workarounds. You're going to have to find a workaround for everything.
hmm
I mean, that's what's in the competitive nature of a game. That's like turtling in any game.
Right.
People be turtling in certain games, and sometimes it was hard to get around that. I remember playing Mortal Kombat 9, one of my favorite Mortal Kombats because of the tag team online.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
That phenomenal gaming, but just seeing people, what was it, zoning being like a definite problem with some people and not being able to get into someone else's space quick enough.
Mm-hmm.
That was also
hmm
a problem on Injustice 2 for a while with I think Deadshot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. Oh,
I
that.
mean,
Oh God.
because it would be Deadshot. You go to Deadshot and you go to Atlantis. It's wraps. He
hmm
stands in the back. He shoots. You get close. He turns the thing. The water comes out, knocks you back. And then I mean,
hmm
it was a continuous thing.
hmm
And it was incredibly annoying, but definitely like just balancing the characters out and listening to the feedback of the
The
consumer.
community.
hmm
Please listen to the community. We made this was a joke earlier, but brother, the peak devs listen. They have listened to everything their community has
Facts.
asked of
hmm
them, and
Mm-hmm.
they've done it. They've done it. They've implemented it, and they be in their Discord. They listen to the people, and then like
hmm
they even put messages on like the front page where like as soon as you open the game, that should be like, "Oops, there was a fire in the tree again. We're fixing it right now."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Communication. Open
their
communication. Yeah.
communication is crazy, and that's how that game, because there's a lot of that term friend slop that I really hate.
I hate it.
Um, yeah, hate the term. It's a game that I play with my friends, and it's really funny and it's hilarious. I don't know why we have this weird term for it, but
hmm
these are great games. We love Repo. I still like Lethal Company. I still play these games. Like, what's the why do we have a derogatory term for these games now? But yeah, like that listening to your community is one of the biggest things that a lot of AAA games fall very short on.
Mm-hmm.
And so having a very niche audience that you know who you're catering to, back to what Pizzo said earlier, know who you're catering to and reach the heart. You use the heart of the cards, brother. You know what I'm saying? Reach the heart of the people that you are making this game for. And you can't fail when you do that.
I have a question for you guys. So, 2XKO seems to be doing a lot of things different from what you would get from traditional fighting games, right? Do you think if it becomes like a major success, do you think this is kind of like what we should or what we will start seeing from other fighting game devs long term? In terms of like one, if the support, because I feel like they're pretty responsive to like characters and just like patches and all that shit. I really feel like they're pretty good at that. But what do you think this looks like moving forward with the FGC in general? Like I think this is gonna be our like first like fighting, like 2D fighting, free to
hmm
play 2D fighting game. I think that's a
hmm
huge deal. But I wanna
hmm
I wanna know what you guys think about that, like in terms of like support and all that stuff. Do you think that this is going to be the new standard for fighting games moving forward?
Mm,
We'll
that
see how each company.
Implements or
d-
or reacts?
Yeah, yeah, because they all have their minds made up on how they want to
hmm
do things.
Mm-hmm.
It would be cool to see 2XKO create a shift in which companies start giving out the games for free, but we'll see. Who knows? That's an interesting question to think
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, I about to say that's a deep one to think about.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to affect the industry. If this game is like super successful, I can see a lot of people trying to copy the formula and also not getting what the formula is. If you know what I
They will
mean.
all,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, look at things like PUBG, and the culling and
Right.
stuff like that after Fortnite did the huge boom in like excuse me, battle royale. And they weren't the first people to do it, but
Mm-hmm.
they've done it the best way.
Right.
And so, in terms of the FGC, of course, there are going to be copycats. Of course, that folks are going to be like, "Oh, okay, well, if this works for them, it should work for us," which is not the way it goes, y'all.
They
That's
never.
not the way it goes.
They've
But
never. I don't
it's
know.
it's it's
Riot can
never.
afford to do this. You know,
Yeah, again.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
point
To
out.
step out on that limb, yeah.
I want to point out. We got someone in the chat for all you audio listeners. We got someone in the chat that says, with Riot's history with live service games, 2XKO will never see a 2XKO2. This game is probably made in mind with a 10-year lifespan.
Yeah, it's just like League
Mhm.
of Legends. We don't have a League of Legends,
Yeah,
too. People are just playing. It's called League of Legends. Just League of Legends.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Exactly.
So yeah, I could see that for sure. 100% agree.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's actually a very very good point. We've seen that with like a lot of different. Whew, I'm not gonna lie, live service games, man, live service that those terms together have been like very toxic in the gaming community for the past few years. But I think fighting games do live service the best. To be honest with you,
Really?
I
yeah, I think fighting
Well,
games do live service the best, especially like with like the newer fighting games with more content that they come out with, and then like
mhm,
I mean, even think about Slick a little bit like Marvel Rivals. Though this is like Marvel skin over Overwatch, they've
mhm,
made it their own. And if you can think about the longevity of content that a Marvel game can have,
yeah.
especially with the fact, because like a big thing with games like this are like skins, outfits, things that you can
Mhm,
purchase, things that you can unlock through progression. Think
mhm,
about all of the fits that Spider-Man has alone.
mhm,
right.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Just
I
just
think
just talking about Peter Parker, bro.
I think what's gonna like determine whether or not this is like a shift in the fighting game is how financially successful it is.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Because even to make any sort of content, you have to pay the people to make the skins. You have to pay the people to make the battle pass. For everything that every change, every new piece of content, you got to pay the people for it. Will the cost outweigh or sorry, will the financial gain outweigh the cost to develop those types of things, right?
Hmm.
I think with certain actually really with fighting games in general, like and speaking primarily about WB because they're at a point where they don't know how to handle their IPs essentially
Don't talk to me
because
about it.
they could have had a hit with multiverses like that really could have been their own thing. They have
Whew.
a
I'm so
ton
glad.
of IP.
I thought you were going somewhere different with this. I was like, no,
Oh,
don't do it. Please
oh
don't do
no
it.
no 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 no. But yeah, they could have had a ton
Suicide
of
Squad's
IP.
coming to.
Shut up.
Oh please.
Yep. Yep.
It just
I
hit me.
wasn't gonna say it.
It
I
just
was
hit
not
me.
gonna
It
say it,
just
man.
hit me. It just hit me. It just hit me. I was like, what did he think he was talking about? And then I was like, oh.
Yep. I was expecting
No,
something
man, I
totally
wasn't gonna
different.
say it, but no, yeah, no,
Hey,
that would be an example of them doing a very shitty job of trying to transition into live service. But we're not here to talk about that. Talking about multiverses, they have a plenty of IPs they could have delved from. I think the only thing that they kind of really struggled with was like balancing
Mm-hmm.
characters and stuff like that. But yeah, if this game is a super financial success, I still don't even really think that people like WB, Capcom, and these other companies with these big games that cost more money because they're AAA games. I don't think that they'll be convinced to go free to play when you could make the money from the sale, and then also because you have diehard fans, and because depending on what type of content that you get, you're going to get even more money when they get the pass, the season pass or whatever. So I I don't know if it's enough to shift the game, but this would have to be like super duper financially successful, and then some of these bigger games are going to have to downsize with their dev teams, which that could be detrimental to their game as it currently is. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So yeah, I don't know if I'm. necessarily convinced that this is going to shift the whole fighting games industry towards that direction.
I don't know. Again, I'm the wait and see guy, so I guess that's all we gotta do is just wait and see
Yeah,
how that turns out.
yeah, yeah.
But
Let
yeah,
God sort him out.
I mean,
let
you know,
God
these
sort them
companies,
out. Big facts.
you know, they could come out with like a smaller like fighting game. You know, I don't I think it's just not enough to change the big fighting games into this style of free to play fighting game. But
Right.
I feel like they might have like a little version or whatever that might be cheaper to make, and you know they could take
Question.
that risk.
Question.
What's up?
Artist.
Hmm.
Imagine Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, released for free. Made no money on the sale of their game, and now they have 100 concurrent players on Steam. Nobody's buying their skin. Like that, I feel
Yeah.
like that's the fear
That's
that
the fear.
some of these
Yeah.
Hmm.
developers
Hmm.
Have.
would be carrying. And Riot can afford financially to not have that fear. Like we said earlier, they plan to be here for 10 plus years, probably. Probably will never
Hmm.
see 2XKO2. They can probably eat up losses early on, so they can keep working on getting more characters out till their game gets to a point where it's probably undeniably one of the best fighting games out there in the market.
Hmm.
They're gonna and then they're gonna aim to take their corner, their market share of the thing and secure it for a long time. That's what they're aiming to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that.
So
I feel that. But yeah, guys.
Great.
That's pretty much it. Any final thoughts before we move on?
I think I've said what I need to say.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. So, Doug Bowser retires. Is this a cause for concern? So, let me get into my little lead in real quick. Big leadership changes are coming to Nintendo of America. Doug Bowser, president and COO, is set to retire at the end of this year after more than a decade with the company. Stepping in is Devin Pritchard. I hope I'm saying that correctly. A 20-year-old industry veteran who recently helped oversee the Switch 2 launch alongside her appointment, Suturo Shibata will join as CEO while continuing his executive role in Japan. So we have people moving from Japan coming over to also facilitate the changing of the guard, if you will. Let's break down what this means for Nintendo's future. Do you think this is going to affect Nintendo in any way, guys? Um, I'll start with you, Kelstad. What do you think?
You said you said this is woke propaganda. No, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, what do
You
you
know
think?
that's what the internet started doing. They was like, this is all woke and this is all like
DEI president, sweet baby president.
sweet.
Fuck.
The
Really?
sweet baby ink thing. It just makes me want to choke people to death. But because it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Mm.
But we don't even get me started on on that swirl of crap that people come up with for just game certain companies and stuff. But um Lord, I might have lost my train of thought. But but no, I think that
We are on Doug Bowser.
yeah, so like no, I think that, you know, the passing of the torch has come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, you know, like your shift is over. It's time for somebody else to step in. And this is a person who has not only been in the business,
She's a
this is
veteran.
someone who's been in you're a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
You've been in here.
Yeah.
You've been doing this. You've been working with this company. You've not only been working with this company, but you've been, you know, you've worked in gaming for such a long time that, like, I mean, if you've been entrusted to do this,
Mm-hmm.
then they've seen something. This is Nintendo we're
I
talking
don't
about here.
even. That's not even where the cause of concern is. I feel like it's kind of abrupt on his part, and there's no real explanation as to why he's retiring. You know what I mean? I don't think it's about.
Oh,
I don't think it's
that's where the
about.
weirdness lies.
Yeah, I don't think it's about her taking over. It's about why he's stepping away. Nobody knows why he's decided to just.
Yeah.
You know.
you think it's the gray hairs up here or something?
I don't know. I don't know. Right.
It could be as simple as he wanted to oversee the Switch 2 launch,
And then step away.
and now he's gonna ride it out until the holidays, Christmas time, big money spending time, and then move on with his life. That could be it. It could be something as
Yeah.
simple as that, or it could be something devious. We never know.
Or he
Yeah.
wants to retire young. You never know that too. You got people that just want to retire young and kind of enjoy the money they've kind of acquired over a
Right.
certain period of time, and that might be it. But we just have to wait and see what the real news is, because I'm pretty sure it's the internet. Something's gonna come out eventually, if there is anything.
I just
Yeah,
think his body is ready. That's what I think
yeah.
it is, bro.
I like how old is Doug Bowser, by the way? How old is this guy? I'm pretty sure
I
he's
have
like
no
mad
clue.
old.
I'll have to
I'll
look that
Google it.
up.
I'll Google it.
Hmm.
Okay.
The fact that that's actually his last name is so crazy.
I think
Yeah, it's very
isn't
ironic.
Doug Bowser based off of it?
He's
Isn't
60.
Bowser? Isn't Bowser based off of him? No.
I don't think so.
Don't, yeah, I
It would be
don't think
crazy if
so.
it's not. Yo, if it's not, that's a crazy coincidence, bro.
That's his last.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so crazy that that was actually his last name.
Wait. No, no, no. How is Doug Bowser? Wait, I gotta ask this question. Is Doug Bowser the reason for
Cash is in for a treat,
Bowser?
folks.
Y'all hearing it? Y'all heard it here first, y'all.
Listen, I gotta know. No, Doug Bowser is not the reason for the Mario character Bowser. Doug Bowser is a businessman who joined Nintendo in 2015, while the video game character Bowser debuted in 1985. So y'all telling me you just hired this man just because he had Bowser in his name?
That's literally his last name. It's so weird.
That's a crazy
hella convenient.
coincidence, bro. He's a
That's
plant.
crazy
He's a
convenient.
plant. That's it. He's a plant, bro. He's a plant.
He's a piranha plant.
Yeah. Hey, no, this is his real name, dog?
Yeah, it's his real name. I've always thought that how crazy that was. I was like, how did y'all just find this man?
Right? That's
He said, and,
You never know. So listen,
you know,
people got a bunch of last names. There was a businessman who happened to have the last name Bowser.
mm-hmm.
He could have been looking through job opportunities, and he found something in Nintendo and said, "Hey, you know what?
you know what?
I'm gonna call him up.
I'm the man for the job.
I can
Yeah.
I'm the man for
do
the
it.
job. I'll go for this."
I'm damn near destined
here
for
we
this
are.
job. I'm damn near destined for this job, guys. Like, listen, I got Bowser in my name. You got a character named Bowser. You know what I mean,
Take over. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
that's really what it is. But yeah,
That's
hopefully,
crazy.
hopefully it's nothing, shady happening, and it's just, him feeling like
Yeah.
it's time to step away and, enjoy his wealth.
Not
and
even
whatever.
shady. It could be like he doesn't agree with the direction things are going.
Oh, there's.
Right?
That'd be controversial.
Oh, Heartless, you might be onto
Man,
something
I-
too.
Brother is
You
cooking.
never know.
Yeah, you might be, because I feel like Nintendo has kind of like slowly become an internet villain of sorts. You don't think so? More than the
No,
usual is
no.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah.
Yeah.
They,
So.
they ride off of everybody's nostalgia and the rose tinted glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that they're like approaching stuff and like the lawsuits and stuff like that, like it's like
Question.
they've always been there. My bad. Go ahead.
A question for y'all: when has the last time Nintendo presented a new original IP
I have no
like
idea.
as a
Split-
game?
Splatoon.
Splatoon?
I think so. I'm not. I might be bullshitting, but I think it's Splatoon. No.
No, you might be right.
Okay. Okay.
The
When
chat
did- when did
agrees.
Splatoon-
The
when did
chat
Splatoon come
concurs.
out?
Yeah. It was Splatoon.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
wow.
what they're saying.
Oh, yeah,
I
arms. Yeah,
arms.
too.
What's arms?
Yeah,
I have no clue what arms is.
Wait.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, arms is the one where like you took the boxing one.
But it's very similar to like the art style of Splatoon.
Yes, it is very similar to the.
But
arms.
How successful was this?
Everybody forgot that it existed, and you all are all looking it up. So
Touche.
Okay. So
Touche.
Splatoon 1 was first introduced in 2015, and then Arms looks like was released in 2017. So we're talking 8 to 10 years
Mm-hmm.
since the last time they've tried to like
Do something
new.
original. Yeah. They're just banking. They're just coasting on nostalgia at this
Nostalgia.
point. They are.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like
I don't know, man. I feel like I don't have enough information to say that there's something like mischievous or like devious going on. It
Mhm.
could just be like a passing of the torch. As far as like Nintendo goes, I mean, they've shown their intention is money over any and everything.
Oh
And
yeah.
this person, the Devin Pritchard person, if I'm not mistaken, before they took this position, they were like the head of like business performance and like customer experience and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so she knows the inner workings
Of
of
Nintendo.
like the ins and outs
It's
of
she's
funds
a
and stuff
natural
like that.
successor. I
So
feel like she's a natural
yeah,
successor.
Yeah.
mhm.
She's definitely a
So
natural successor.
it's probably just gonna be business as usual.
Mm-hmm.
If there is some foul play at hand, I'm sure we'll see some articles about it. But it did come out of nowhere. But I don't think that and even though it came out of nowhere, it's not like, hey, I'm stepping down. Active as of next week or something like that. He's like, no, I'm gonna finish out the end of this year.
Right.
And I feel like because like Jim Ryan was somebody that kind of low key got nudged out. Like he announced that he was stepping down, and they had a new person to replace him the next week,
But then
like within 1 to 2 weeks.
I feel like he was the fall guy though, because I feel like a lot of shit started going downhill once he took over. What's his name? I can't remember his name.
The Fall
Between
Guy-
him and Herman Holtz,
It was Herman
um,
Holtz. Herman Holtz took over, and I feel like he became the
yeah,
fall guy. I feel like a lot of shit
right,
started to because thing happened under him. Concord on happened under him. So naturally,
hmm
any of the bullshit that happens on your
hmm
watch, it's kind of going to be even if you weren't the one who set it in motion. If shit happens on your watch, it's gonna be your fault. Like take for example Disney with Bob Iger and Bob Chapek. A lot of the
hmm
shit that happened under Chapek's watch was Bob Iger's doing. He already set those things into motion before he left. And when he came back, he's almost like, "Yo, I'm trying to right this ship." No, motherfucker, you're the one. You're the reason why it's where it is in the first
you
place.
you bought the ship and
Yeah.
sent it in this direction.
Oh no, no, I'm course correct. No, the
You
fuck
are
you're not.
definitely you was at the helm the whole time, brother.
Right,
You're
exactly.
right there, like it's not covered. Like I can see you.
I can see you. Bro, it was so bad that this dude still had an office at Disney when he retired. His office was still at Disney when he retired.
Brother,
Man.
what are we doing?
What are we doing? You didn't retire. You did not. But I digress. I digress. That's a different time for a different show because this is a video game podcast. We're getting back to topic here, guys. Like I can go on every day, like all day about like movie news and all this shit and like all the interworkings behind the scenes bullshit that these guys do on a regular. Because it comes down to money at the end of the day. Everything that you see, all the bullshit, everything comes down to one thing: money. They don't care about anybody. Anything you see.
Hold on.
Yeah?
I gotta disagree.
What? It doesn't come down to money?
No.
What does it come down to?
Everything comes down to woman.
What?
I'm telling you. Why do we want money? Why
Oh
are
my
wars
God,
being
Harless.
fought?
Oh
Why
my
are
God,
why
Harless.
are
That's not what
I'm
I
just
meant.
saying.
That's not what I meant. That is so not what I meant. And you fucking knew that too.
I'm just saying it's the root of like so much stuff. Why do men want money and power and fame and status and all this? Just saying.
You don't find that suspicious.
You don't find that suspicious?
You don't find that suspicious.
Okay.
All right, we're moving on. Speaking of money, so Costco has decided to stop carrying Xbox hardware in their store amidst the price hikes.
Ooh.
What do you
Nice.
guys think about this shit? Like, Kale, I want to hear what you got to say because I feel like I kind of never expected to see this happening.
So let me tell you exactly, yo, and right there in the chat, Costco had Xbox stuff. That's
Yeah.
exactly how I felt hearing this news.
Yeah.
I was like, and it's crazy because like Costco and Sam's, they slick like hand in hand for real. So of course, y'all had like consoles.
Yeah.
But man, they didn't take the Sony stuff away because Sony also had like a bit
Price
of a
hike.
as well.
A significant price hikes, I might add.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So to not get rid of both is actually kind of crazy. But I'm a Sony dude myself, so I don't even.
Don't tell me that's their way of drawing a line in the sand. Like, listen, we're Team PlayStation over here. I'm sorry. That-
Yeah, that's actually insane.
like,
Yeah, that'd be a hilarious way to draw a line in the sand. But but definitely, I've had like I got the PlayStation buttons tattooed on my fingers.
Mhm.
Oh God.
PlayStation, playing PlayStation, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely kept me like out of trouble ever since
Yeah.
like just
Mhm.
being in the house playing a game. Like, why are all these water bottles in the room? Pop, I could be out slinging dope. I'm in here. I'm in
Mm.
here. I'm Laura Croft. Leave me alone.
Mhm.
I'm looking at these triangles right now, Pop.
That's
Move.
facts.
right,
You see what I'm saying? I'm hitting the floor. I'm playing the Shadow of Darkness right now. Move.
right.
Angel of Darkness, sorry. But yeah, like so and I think that's such a weird thing that they would get rid of Xbox and not PlayStation.
Yeah, and get this, it was a business decision. What exactly? What kind of business decision was this? What were you trying to do? Like, what do you try? Is it,
Did they talk to
it
Phil
what
Spencer?
was
Yeah.
was the decision a business decision or was the announcement the
Phil
business
Spencer
decision?
canceled his Costco card. Oh my God, it's all coming together.
Possible,
Are y'all not seeing the play?
probably.
Phil Spencer, bro, hold on, follow me. Phil Spencer
Hmm.
didn't want to spend certain amount of money.
Money, yeah.
Oh God.
Oh
This
my
what this is what it's come to.
God.
This is what
Oh
it's come
my
to.
God. How did we not think about this? Oh my God, bro. I can't believe
Heartless hung up.
I just I was at a loss for words. I clicked the camera off button and I was just like,
Yo, if you guys agree, Illuminati, Illuminati's in the chat. Hades already got it. That's fucking
I'm
crazy,
crying.
bro. Listen, no,
Oh man.
no, but I really feel like
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't. I'm trying to understand what this is all about. It doesn't make any sense. Like you're still carrying. I'm pretty sure you're still also carrying the Switch tool, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
this is the
Yeah.
second time they increased prices though, is it not?
Yes, it
Ooh,
is.
I
It
think you're
is.
right.
It's
It
the
is.
second time.
Yeah.
It's the first time they
Everyone
raised
else
it.
increased their prices. Microsoft came in with a second wave of price increases. To
Ah,
be honest with you,
and
fuck them.
and yeah. Not only
Yeah.
that, I think this is after they made that promise that they probably wouldn't have. I think that's also it. If let me double check. Did Microsoft promise not to raise prices? 'Cause I'm pretty sure they did.
Oh. By the
Oof.
way, Hades is spitting. I actually great take here. He said they probably just can't sell it at a price that makes sense. The
Yeah.
profit margin
Yeah.
from the second price hike, their profit margin probably just got eaten up, and they're like,
Mm-hmm.
there's no point in carrying this product. It
Mm-hmm.
probably costs us more to ship,
To,
store,
yeah.
house,
Mm-hmm.
and move these products than we could be making from it. Probably.
So my
That's a
question is,
possibility.
so humor me here for a second. But if they already bought a certain amount of Xboxes, right, from Nintendo, from Xbox, right, from Microsoft,
Uh-huh.
doesn't it stay at that price, or do they have to change the price because Xbox announced that change? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I
Can you
think
repeat
they.
that question again?
Oh.
If they already acquired a certain amount of Xboxes from Microsoft, right, and they have them, they already have
Those are
them in stock.
contracted. Those are contracted. They have a price contracted.
Oh, so they have to change the
Oh.
price because of the contract.
Whether they already paid for them,
Yeah.
whether they already paid for those Xboxes that they got, or they've signed a contract saying that they will receive those Xboxes at a certain price, those prices are probably locked. But once Microsoft decides to increase the price, their supplier, the person who's in charge of handling the Costco account, will let them know, hey, the next batch of these products are going to be an increase in price.
Mhm. Yeah,
It's
you
the
gotta
same way when I had a
negotiate.
restaurant and the Coca-Cola sales rep will come in and say, hey guys, just so you know, starting on the new year, the prices have gone up 25 cents a case. That's usually how it goes.
Oh, so they'll decide whether or not they're gonna take it around that time, essentially. So they're gonna probably sell off the old batches that they currently
Yeah.
have, and then after that,
Right.
they're no
It's
longer
done.
taking
They
any
probably
more.
said these don't move as it is. They
True.
probably said these
True.
are not
That could be
moving
the
as it
case,
is,
too.
and now
True.
you want to increase the prices.
Yeah, exactly.
They
You're right.
They looked
You're
at it
right.
and said it's probably not the best thing for me to do.
Yeah,
It
you're right.
said
You're right. Yo,
lower
Lofi,
the
thank you
tariff.
for that sub. Thank you. Thank you.
W
Hey,
sub,
W
big
huge.
sub.
sub. Yeah.
Mhm.
W sub. Yeah. No, I completely agree. I mean, at the end of the day, it's business. And I think that yeah, the cost of continuously buying those, especially when you think about gaming, your thought isn't like, let me go to Costco and get an Xbox. No, you're not thinking.
GameStop points
You're gonna
reward system.
you're gonna go to Best Buy. You're gonna go to hell, even Walmart.
Yeah,
Just
nobody
any
buys
you can
fucking video
get on
games
there.
at Costco, bro. Who does
Yeah,
that?
yeah. It just wouldn't make sense for them to keep
It
it
has to
there.
be a crazy sale, like half price type shit for you to spend money to buy
Mhm.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Going to one of
Yeah.
them places and being like, oh yeah, like I mean, there are so many things that you can do, like trade-ins and stuff like that at GameStop, certain other places. Even though GameStop has, trust me, I used to work there. I already know. I used to get yelled at by people. What you mean? What you mean? My 2K is $1.25. I don't know. They started selling your 2K at $1.25 new. So I don't know what to
Mhm.
tell you, brother.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Like you
I'll throw in
traded
a high
in.
five if you want. So.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll give you a crisp bad real quick. And that's pretty much all I can do for you, brother.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, but no, yeah, like
I
that.
remember when GameStop used to be like, yo, if you can return your game within 7 days, like your brand new game, and you get it back for full price. I used to beat that
Mm.
game in 7 days, bro, and it brought that shit back.
Mm-hmm.
7 days,
Slick.
bro.
Like
Slick.
rain,
7 days, and
like
I brought that
rain.
I
back.
don't recall that lasting long, if at all, because
You
like
know, it
I
didn't. It
remember
No, it did
never
not.
did. It
it
did
got
not.
to a point where it was like if you opened the seal, you could not get full price.
Exactly.
Yeah, you take the full price back. If it was a brand new game, $60. If you brought it back open, the most we could give you would be like 40.
Hmm.
That's
Which
That's the
I
crazy.
still
most.
don't. I still don't think that's a bad though. Like 40,
You
if I.
know, you know that they have to live on that model. GameStop, they don't make no money on new games. They're paying $50, $55 for the game.
Hmm.
Then they got to
Mhm.
run the shop and then sell the damn game. They're probably making nothing on new games. So their whole business model
No,
relies on buying back
you.
games
Resale.
used dirt cheap and resale.
Hmm.
Yep,
And that's
you
why
are
they've been
correct.
shifting now. You're seeing things like
More collectible.
collectibles,
Retro.
statues, all that stuff. All that
Retro.
stuff is coming because they no longer can afford to be a video game store. They must be a Hobby Lobby now.
Yeah. To some, I
Mhm.
agree, 100%.
Oh, did you? Can you please buy this Power Up Rewards card for me, please? Please.
Also, also, um, don't be surprised to see Costco stop selling all consoles soon. They might get
Mm.
to a point where they say, "Hey, we'll sell the
You know,
games,
Right.
but
mm,
No
in
consoles.
case a family's shopping and then they happen one of the kids happens to see
mm,
a game they like, we might get sales that way,
Hmm.
but nobody is going to be like, "Hey, I need a PlayStation 5 Pro Max Pro and let me go to Costco for that." Nobody's doing that.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. I was just thinking like it really might be because Costco's a grocery store, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
It's like a
it
warehouse.
yeah, like it kind of like Sam's. You know what I mean? Like they're not known for gaming, so yeah, it might be a better business decision just to kind of forego that altogether,
Hmm.
especially if they're not seeing like profitability in that area,
Right.
especially with the tariffs. And tariffs are affecting every
Everybody.
console.
Not a console.
Uh,
With
oh yeah,
marketplace
even
in general.
groceries.
Yeah. Marketplace
Yeah.
in general.
Everything. I'm seeing price hikes on everything. I'm in the camera space. Sony has raised their prices on some of these $3,000 cameras. All
Oh
these cameras, like all the equipment, all the stuff that I'm seeing, it's crazy because like the tariffs happened like months ago, and we're
yeah.
still now seeing the butterfly effect, the reverberations on how it's affecting us and our dollars, and it's crazy.
Mhm.
Mm,
The
God.
presidency says that, oh, the tariffs are good for our American citizens. We're going to get more money coming into the country. That's not how it works. These companies just increase their prices. They make
Yeah.
us pay
It
for it.
yeah, it
Yep.
falls on
Yep.
the
The consumer.
the
On the
consumers.
They
consumer.
don't
When you
want to
say
pay
you're,
the extra.
No.
No,
yeah, when you
y'all,
say
the
that we're gonna put
presidency is
tariffs on these
okay.
countries
There's
and we're gonna
nothing
get more
wrong.
money to the country, you're literally just saying we're gonna indirectly tax our citizens. Just saying.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
brother, I'm just trying to tell y'all there is no war in Bossing, say. Okay, everything is all right. Like war,
Right.
oil.
Yeah,
That's about
you
oil
know,
we cooking.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying the tariffs are good or bad. I'm just saying they exist. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
No.
They're here. You
There.
know,
Yeah.
it's good for the economy, y'all. Why are y'all in here talking crazy?
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts before we move on? This whole
Move
Costco
on.
thing is
Move on.
bullshit. We're just
I ain't
Yeah,
got all
yeah.
night. Move on. Move on.
okay. Okay. All right. So, PlayStation Showcase, the moment we all been waiting for, guys. Okay. Okay. So,
Mm.
it's a very massive week for gaming, especially for one game in particular, which we're gonna be talking about. Anyways, updates across gaming from blockbuster trailers to hardware announcements and PlayStation Plus editions. Insomniac finally showing off Marvel's Wolverine. We got big updates on the upcoming RPG and shooters, and even classic franchises like Deus Ex and Tekken are making comebacks. Plus, Sony dropped new hardware and PS Plus lineups that have people talking. Let's just dig into this announcement for a second. So let me point out all the games that got announced. Um, we have Battlefield, we have Deus Ex Remake, we have Neo 3, we have Code Vein 2, Crimson Desert, Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is also still
Yeah.
crazy.
What?
Still crazy to like really like process to hear Microsoft Flight
Yeah, in a PlayStation
Simulator
showcase.
on
To PS5.
PlayStation is fucking insane to me. And also that
It makes
Forza,
sense.
yeah, but they made an announcement. I think that Forza Horizon, what that 6? It's 6, right?
Hmm.
That it's probably gonna be like day and date on PlayStation and Xbox. So they're both launching the same day. It's gonna launch the same day on PlayStation and Xbox.
Gears
What?
Reloaded.
Gear, Gears Reloaded still I'm still kind of recovering from that because I'm like I have a hard time
Oh,
wrapping my head around all of that. Like you're telling me Gears of War is on PlayStation? Yeah. What?
yeah. An insane flip. I mean, like, just from coming from working, bro. Coming from like, I know, like, we all felt this when the console war thing was happening, right? And you were having conversations with your friends, and you were like, "Yeah, man, I can't wait to play this." And then you slowly looked over and was like, "Nah, we playing this." And then you felt the divide just start
Yeah, that's where
happening.
the console war started.
Like,
Poor people
okay,
started console wars. I'm sorry. That's just what it
exactly.
is. Because yo,
So
you couldn't afford to have both consoles. So whatever console
Hmm.
you had in that moment was the best fucking console.
and
That's
Yep.
so
where it
you
all started.
defended it. You defended it to death.
To death, bro.
You defended it to
Yeah.
death, and like,
Bro,
and then years of just. Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
bro, I'm gonna be honest. The console wars is worse than politics. Like
Damn.
I like
Especially when when one of your friends needs to upgrade their older console, they need to
for
get a new console,
real,
and they're trying to. The
bro.
friend group start acting
Their,
shiesty.
their friend group gets shattered in two pieces, bro. You better get a PlayStation. Nah, you better get an Xbox,
Your
bro.
Xbox. What you talking about?
Meanwhile, you have another friend in the
Everyone-
back with his fucking Nintendo Switch. Like you two are idiots.
and then you got the person over to the right, like, I'm emulating all your shit because I'm on PC.
I'm on PC, so it's like I'm just better than you guys. You know what I mean? I'm just better than you guys. Like
Exactly. Right?
that's the shit we face all the time, bro. Like we've all had that friend. Like I think we all have that friend group. We all do.
Yeah. It just happened because it
It
just went from like, oh yeah, we're all gonna play this to, wait, you're gonna, what you mean Halo?
right,
I'm gonna play Killzone.
right.
What you talking about? And like, where are we at? But yeah, like that. The reason why I even brought that up, like the console war thing, like it's like a whole, it's a whole shift because going from working at GameStop to getting like
Mhm.
giving people like honest feedback of like what console you should probably buy, like what do you want to do, and like what games do you want to play, and like, oh yes, you can get the PlayStation console, you can do all this, or you can get the Xbox console and put batteries in every fucking thing that you own. But like there's like, there was, it's neither here nor there. At one point that like, what is it? Not consumer loyalty, but brand loyalty, bruh.
Yeah, it's different, bro. It's different.
It just starts to overshadow people's like
Hmm.
actual judgment
Yeah.
on like what should be purchased, or like how the companies that we look at are like handling things.
It's not even mob mentality. What is that called? It's called.
It's called Mamba mentality. Okay, let me lock in with you real quick. All right. So no.
Oh my god.
There's a term for this. It's not mob mentality. It's something else. But I can't. It escapes me right now. But let's get back to it. So Battlefield 6 got shown off. Chrono Script, The Endless End, Code Vein 2, Crimson Desert, which is a game that is on my video game draft that
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to. Sorrows, which is from the developers of Returnal. That looks incredible. Like
Yeah,
bullet
House
head on 10. It looks sick. Sonic Racing Crossworlds, Dynasty Warriors 3, which is not really my cup of tea, but if you guys are into that, I won't yuck your yum, but ew. God,
But you,
Crazy.
God of War 20th Anniversary Limited Edition DualSense wireless controller. God damn, that's a mouthful.
I want it.
It looks sick. I'm not gonna lie, it looks sick.
I want that controller.
Yeah. Gran Turismo 7, Seven Deadly Sins Origins. I don't like any. I feel like arena fighters. I'm not really a big fan of. It just
Oh really?
no. I feel like I don't know if this is already a term. I call it anime slop. I'm sorry.
Oh god.
Because
not
they're all
another
made the
slop
same.
variation.
They're all made the same. Am I wrong? Am
They
I
kinda
wrong?
are. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They're
Kinda are.
all made the same.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
innovation with these games, bro. Demon Slayer, One Piece, Naruto, they all play the same. Dragon Ball Z, which one?
It was the One Punch Man one. That had to be the worst one.
They
Do you
all
know
look
what
alike.
Do you know what? Do you know what you had to do in the One Punch Man game?
Punch them once.
You know.
What?
You were one
That
of the
would've been even
side
better.
characters. You were one of the side characters, right?
Mhm.
And you had to survive and hold off the threat
Until One Punch Man
by
got
the
there.
time I got there
What the fuck?
to then do the. Yeah,
I'm not
gonna lie.
gonna lie. That's kind of original. I gotta take. Nah, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that. I think that's kind of creative. I'm not gonna lie. We just
How
got to
was the
wait.
execution though?
That's literally one mission in Dragon Ball Z. In a Dragon Ball Z
I'm
game.
crying.
Oh, survive until Goku get there. They made that a whole game. They made that a whole game, bruh. That's like the Breakers. You mean DBD DBZ? Yeah,
Mhm.
what?
That was bullshit. Breakers to me was like it's Breakers is essentially Dead by
Trying to keep-
Daylight, but with Dragon Ball Z.
Yep, DBD DBZ.
Yes,
Literally.
it's Dead by
Trying to figure out
Daylight.
this-
Exactly, it's Dead by Daylight, but Dragon Ball Z.
$5 on Steam right now.
You're like, we
The
should
Breakers-
get it.
Yeah, because it's terrible.
I know, but I want to play it. I should play it with the community.
That'd be
Hey,
hilarious.
and y'all got $5. Y'all want to just throw the fuck away?
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess I'll
just
buy the games again.
right. I'll play Frieza or Cell and just hunt you guys down and kill you guys one by one. That's essentially what you. That's essentially what happens in the game.
Yeah, that's literally what happens in the
That's literally what happens in the game.
Yeah. Heartless,
But-
you didn't know about that?
I'm reading about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. DBD DBZ, no lie. It was ass.
Speaking.
Ass on launch.
Yeah, speaking
right
of,
now,
speaking of a Dead by Daylight knockoff, Halloween also got revealed, which to me is it's still Dead by Daylight, guys. What are we doing?
Yeah.
The Jason game. What was the Jason game called again?
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th. I'm tripped out. What is wrong with me? I'm so sorry, y'all. Please do not beat me
But
up.
but
But yeah.
but it's still Dead by Daylight. Like all these characters are already in Dead by Daylight. What are we doing?
Yes. Why are we Dead by Daylight? Literally, they're absorbing everything, bro.
So why are you
Look at-
making a game that is just a reskin Dead by Daylight and only with one fucking hunter? Like
Alan Wake is in Dead by Daylight, y'all. This is what y'all are not
Bro.
understanding.
bro,
Alan Wake wrote every game that we're playing. Okay?
right?
I need y'all to understand that, bro.
Freddy
He's in that.
Freddy is in Dead by Daylight. Chucky's in Dead by Daylight. Fucking Michael Myers is in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Jason is in Dead by Daylight. Pinhead is in Dead by
Yeah.
Daylight. Why
Yeah,
is
Chucky is
the
in Dead
dude
by Daylight.
Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre is in Dead by Daylight, but they decided to give it his own game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why? This is a waste of time. waste of team development, waste of time.
They don't see the vision.
Bro,
Yeah,
just
you
partner with
know,
Dead by Daylight. They're already
Friday
doing it.
They get that man. They get that
Friday
man
the
Michael Myers with
13th,
shadow step.
Friday the 13th died so that all of these other horror movie survivor killer games could also die as well. So,
I
Let's not talk about Alien.
no, Alien was
oh,
actually pretty kind of good. I'm not gonna lie, Alien
I
was
was
kind
about
of
to say
good.
I heard some good things about it.
I was watching
Alien
this dude like
Isolation.
they're coming out with another. No, not Isolation. Isolation was great.
Isolation was
Isolation's a great
phenomenal.
game.
The fact
Yeah,
that
yeah,
the
yeah.
that AI in that game, bro.
Learn you, the AI learning you. Yeah, no, that's insane. There's also like an indie game that's coming out. I forget the name of it right now. But there's an indie game that's like in beta right now that is about to come out. And
Hmm.
the dude, he modeled his stuff kind of
Hmm.
off of Alien Isolation, and it can also talk to you too. It's actually terrifying. But yeah, like no, Alien Isolation is great. But they had like an alien game where like there was like four people that would go in and did not do too well, brother.
Hmm. That's crazy. But let's get back to the list. Zero parades. Four dead spies. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I see it on the list.
Looks like Disco
Let.
Elysium. That's why I'm kind of interested in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no,
Let it.
Disco.
Yeah. Let it die. Last
Let
epoch.
it die.
What is Let It
Yeah,
Die?
is that game that they revealed in like Summer Games Fest, and it started out as like this cartoony little like thing, and then it turned into gameplay. I want to say that it is, but I
Make,
can't
make
confirm.
so Let It Die when it first came out. It was on my PS3. I remember Let It Die was so fire. It's literally like a free to play game. You go in, you try to find some stuff, and then you may or may not run into another person, and you might get killed, or you might
Mm.
have to kill them. And it was like such a dope experience. All
This
the
looks
weapons, all
crazy.
like the world was fine. Because it is. Let It Die. It was insane. So them coming out with a Let It Die 2, as soon as I like seen the dude's face, I was like,
Yeah, you knew what's up.
there's no way they made a second one. So yeah, they have PvP
So it's a
and then
survival
two
game.
PvP. Slick, but like you land somewhere, it's on some like not on like some Rust stuff, but you just have to see the trailer, bro, because the game is
We're showing the
great.
trailer right now.
Yeah, it's a crazy game,
Is this a giant
bro.
ant? Like what the?
Um,
Or giant crickets? Like what are these? I'm sorry.
yeah, the enemies in the game are insane. Everything about this game is crazy, and
Is
then
that
you
a
have to
giant
fight.
rat?
You know what I'm saying? We in Fallout. You gotta not only fight stuff like this, but you also gotta fight like other people.
This reminds me of just thing on steroids, bro. What's that zombie game in the mall again?
Dead Rising.
Dead
They're right.
Rising.
Yeah,
It's like Dead Rising on steroids, bro.
we definitely both almost said Dead Island, but
Didn't
yeah,
Yeah, we did.
it's so close. But yeah, the Dead Rising, that boy Frank, man, that man Frank,
Frank West, bro.
Frank
Crazy
Sullivan
ass
West,
Frank.
man.
Crazy ass Frank West. But yeah, going back to the list, let's see what else was on here. Last Epoch, but that game was in early access since last year, I want to say, and then the game officially got released for PlayStation, I think, right? So it's
Oh,
just
fantastic.
officially on PlayStation now. We already mentioned Neo 3 and Microsoft Flight Simulator. So here's the question I got for you guys, like, because you notice I didn't mention one game. We're not gonna mention that game yet because I feel like that deserves its own. Like, which of these major reveals outside of Wolverine do you guys are most looking forward to, and why?
Me personally, I have been looking forward to Crimson Desert for a year and some change now. And there's certain points where I low key thought it was too good to be true because the game looks really, really good. It
Hmm.
looks really good. I'm glad they finally dropped the release date, March 19th. I will be there. Code Vein 2, I was interested when it first was shown in the in Summer Games Fest, but this trailer, it didn't really like capture me for some reason. I don't know why, but the Battlefield 6 campaign has me looking forward to
Oh, that
that.
was fire.
It looks amazing. It looks amazing. Of
Hmm.
course, Neo 3. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I think those are the ones I specifically have my eye on, aside from the obvious one. So Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crimson
I don't
Desert all the
care.
way.
I don't care about PlayStation. What's it called? Speakers. I really could care less personally. But again, I just wanted to throw that in there. Go whoever's next. Go ahead.
I just wanted to let y'all know I ain't good with it. I ain't mad. One thing that wasn't announced in this that was like gameplay trailer that dropped for it this week, I believe. OD. I am looking forward to that. So,
Oh yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god, I
I
think OD.
seen that little preview. I was like, wait. I'm sitting here staring at the screen. I'm like, is this a game or
So there's a
is
little
this?
preview and
Listen,
there's a whole trailer as
I'm
well.
not knocking Kojima, bro, but I just don't get him. Okay,
So you're knocking Kojima? Okay.
I'm not
But I
knocking
mean,
Kojima. I just don't.
the game is
It,
also called OD Knock. So I
OD knock.
mean,
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. Kojima he's an enigma, bro. I feel like it's hard to like pin him down like, as a creator. He's just out there.
just let him get in his bag. That's all you have to do. Let him get in his bag and just move out the way, bro. That's it. And he's gonna make a banger. That's why I will never forgive them for not letting him do Silent Hills. That's why I won't
Oh
forgive them.
yeah, because he had that Silent Hill that he's working on with Del Toro, right?
Yeah,
Guillermo del Toro.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yep.
with the
Yep.
the, the PT demo, brother.
Yeah, that would have
Yeah.
been insane, bro. Because I think Norman
Mhm.
Reedus was gonna be the main character too.
Yes. Yes, he was.
That would have been nuts.
Norman Reedus as the main character in a Silent Hill game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come on, brother.
How do you
They
guys feel
dropped the
about
ball.
How do you guys feel about the controller, the God of War controller?
I
Do
want
you
it.
do you think they needed to reveal that there though?
No, but I
Hmm?
do want it.
So
Yes.
personally, like it looks good. I feel like I could live without it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Um,
I
yeah.
can't.
I would have much rather like a collector's edition of some sort or something. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's a new controller. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, the thing that makes it like kind of like all right for me is just like I get it, right? It's the tattoo design on the actually no, on the right side of the controller,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
but like that's kind of like it,
That's it. That's
like
pretty much
this.
it. Mm-hmm.
Does it say boy
Yeah,
when you turn it on?
Boy.
that would be that. See that would be fire. Like if you press the PlayStation button and it's boy,
All right.
if you press the little touchpad, it says in the direction of deer or something like you know what I mean. Like
Or
that would
or
make it. That would
or
huh.
the God of War music plays like it
Like the
just
theme
starts
starts
like the
coming
theme start
on.
kind of like starts up
Dun,
like a charm.
dun,
Y'all
dun,
know damn well you would
dun,
get sick of that real
dun,
quick.
Of course you
dun,
would.
dun.
Of course you would. But
Yeah,
at least it's
yeah.
there. At least it's there. I'm paying for something. I'm paying for
Uh,
something. You know what I
You
mean?
press it five
Oh, yeah.
times in a row, and it just says boy.
Boy.
Boy,
man,
boy.
All right. So what
Yeah,
do you?
it would have to be on something you don't press often. That would be
you
annoying.
Yeah.
randomly get a big Sean in the middle of that. You know.
So here's the thing about the October releases for PlayStation Plus. So we have Tekken 3 and I think Soul Calibur 3 joining PS Plus. Do you
That's
think
fine.
do you think it's a great variety, or where you look? Would you guys have wanted more to that October
More.
lineup?
Is there
More?
rollback netcode, by the way?
For Soul Calibur, I'm not sure. I would have to look into it. I'm not 100%
Mm,
sure. Hmm.
I'm just gonna say I'm tired of paying for PlayStation Plus. I'm tired of paying for all these memberships. Period.
Bro,
Yeah,
it's
Uh,
like cable,
I
but
agree.
it's worse.
it's
Yeah.
membership fatigue of everything. After like having the PlayStation 3 and never having to pay for online, and then they're
Hmm.
like, "Oh yeah, right, Pizzo." I mean, I remember playing Mag. Oh my god,
I
yeah,
actually
right.
remember Mag.
Playing Mag, not having to freaking
Pay
pay
for
for no
online.
You
online.
know,
But Xbox
you,
did that though. Xbox spoiled it for a
Xbox
lot of
did.
people because
yeah,
that's why
I was
PlayStation
gonna
went and did
say.
that because it's like, oh wait a minute, they're getting so much money off of this freaking
Money for
PlayStation
nothing.
for right.
Oh yeah,
All right, we're gonna charge y'all guys. You got to pay for online.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And that hurt me real bad because I was like, Sony, like this was my bargaining chip when I kept talking to people about this. They was like, "Well, the Xbox better than the PS3." You know, I gotta say,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but you paying for
Sound like
online,
Kendrick Lamar now.
No, I still think
like
Xbox is
two
online.
grams.
For me, Xbox, I still think Xbox Online was goaded at the beginning because
Yeah.
they're the reason why we kind of like got into like this whole online like voice chats and all this shit. Like
Mm.
Xbox was the kind of the guys that kind of put that to the forefront. PlayStation really didn't take it as a priority.
No,
They didn't really
never.
care
That's
about it.
true. That's very true. That's very
So
true.
Xbox did the whole social thing. And that I love that for that. But the whole charging, not bro, it's 2025. I don't think you need, but they're not going to because that's money. That's essentially free money. Now, who's gonna give up free money? Nobody. So,
Literally no one.
but I think they kind of gotten a lot more crafty though. What they've done is the proposition is no longer to pay for online. The proposition is to pay for Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, you get internet. You get to play your games online. So that's kind of what they're doing. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
Okay.
give me back Fusion Frenzy and I'm alright, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Facts.
Fusion Frenzy was fire. Yeah. All right. So which of these announcements do you think will have the biggest impact in 2026? Do not say Wolverine.
Oh, it's easy. It's Crimson Desert for me.
Crimson
I feel
Desert.
like
2026?
like
No, Crimson Desert is coming out this year. It's
I
coming
thought I
out
thought Crimson I thought it
October.
said March 19th,
Wait.
2026. Crimson Desert?
Crimson Desert? I said it was this
Yeah.
year.
March 19th, 2026. Is it releasing on PC first?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that might be a thing. Maybe it's like a delayed release type
It's
deal,
a
like a
delay
time
release because they
exclusive.
did. No, that means I got a 0 for that game then, bro. They did say the
Uh
game was gonna release this year. The game was supposed to
yeah.
release in November, bro.
Oh,
November or
okay. And then
Love
October?
they
that.
No, it was
I love
October.
that.
Shut up. It was supposed to release in
his draft just
October.
got better.
His
Yeah.
his round one and his round three got delayed. Oh, I love that.
Damn, bro.
Hey, it's rough, man. That is.
Bro, listen, I'm still picking this game next year, though. It's still my game for next year.
Do you get dibs since you already had it on your list?
I should get dibs. I should get dibs. I think I should get dibs.
It's a dibs.
I don't know if you guys want to be on that next one, the next video game draft, because the winner
I'm
gets
down, bro.
the winner gets pizza.
Pizza, yeah.
Yeah, we're all gonna
I'm
like
down.
kind of like come together and just send whoever so they can order their pizza and then eat it on the show.
Having
You gotta watch
Hey,
me
I'm
eat
down.
pizza.
Huh?
Hmm?
And then we have to watch him eat pizza.
smug
Yeah,
ass.
very, very, very painful. But yeah, if it's releasing in 2026, then yeah, that's for sure my pick right there.
It's actually bittersweet, but because it's releasing in my birth month, right? But I wanted it to release this year so I could freaking get the point.
Yeah, you looking for that pizza?
I'm not
Oh,
getting
you
that
got no
pizza.
chance of pizza.
You ain't
got
getting no
chance.
pizza either, bro. Thick is definitely getting that pizza though.
Listen, Pizza wasn't talking about me having a chance to get pizza. He was talking about you having a chance to get pizza. I just had to let him know.
All right, so
Oh my god.
let's get back to it. Damn, that
Yeah.
sucks. I'm upset. We already discussed the controllers and the freaking speakers, so we're just gonna move
Right.
on. So let's talk about what you guys really want to talk about, and it's Wolverine. So recently I was on Pizzo's podcast, right? And we actually talked about this, and the question came up about Wolverine and the PlayStation Showcase, and I think we all kind of like collectively said we'll believe it when we see it. Well,
We saw
it's
it.
here.
Let me get
We
my
saw it.
point.
It's here.
Thank you.
Right? I also said the same thing because I was like, bro, how long now have they been talking about this freaking game? I don't think they're gonna show this at this showcase. Maybe next year. So I was very surprised about this. What are your thoughts about this Wolverine trailer? Right? So now Insomniac is known for like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
and their combat is pretty dope, right? But one of my biggest concerns about this Wolverine game is how he's going to traverse in this world. Like, is this going to be a full open world game, or is it going to be similar to X-Men Origins Wolverine? Now, people, whenever I bring up X-Men Origins Wolverine, people are like, "Why do I keep talking about that game?" But like, that's kind of like the quintessential Wolverine game, right? I feel like they did a great job at balancing how this game would be in terms of scaling. So it's not an open world game. It's more like open levels because there's different biomes. What would happen is different chapters, and then each level in that chapter is almost like a mini open world situation, right? Do you
Mm.
think that's what they would do with this game, or will they make it like a full open world like Spider-Man per se?
Mhm.
Because I don't,
Mhm.
I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't want it to be like that. I don't think that's a great
Yeah.
idea. But I'll leave it up to you guys. Kale, Dad, what do you think?
He's an X. He is not only an X Men. He is damn near the quintessential X Man
Right?
for real.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So we've had our eye on Wolverine for a great deal of time. I believe, and I'm like delving on what you're saying with the traversal. I don't think he's gonna be able to like summon his stuff like Batman,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely him being able to like his motorcycle, which is what I said in our debate. I was
Right.
like, yeah, the motorcycle I think is like quintessential, and also I believe his speed because he's not super fast,
Mm-hmm.
but he does have a good amount of speed on him. So I'd say wherever they are, if it's because we saw a little bit of environment, it was very favela.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have like more so like that closeness of buildings,
Mm-hmm.
not the whole game, but in certain sections where the buildings are like a little bit closer and stuff like that, I think his traversal, especially using his claws, would definitely be okay. Um, what's hurting me too is that a lot of well, it's not hurting me, but this is Insomniac that we're talking about, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, these are the people that have not only given us Spider-Man, these are the people that gave us Infamous.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
These people that give us Infamous, bro. Like we have to like let's really dig into these folks.
Wait.
This is like what's up, Pizzo? Oh,
If
he
I'm not mistaken, I think Infamous was Sucker Punch, right?
Sucker Punch. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Sucker.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Sucker. I'm tripped out. They've also Insomniac also did. Jeez,
yeah.
where's
So
that? Mm-hmm.
they've done Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which I played and platinumed, and it was a
Yeah,
fun little time.
yeah.
Or
Um,
something Overdrive, Sunset Overdrive. They
Sunset
also did.
Overdrive. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
Mm-hmm.
a fire game. That's
That
what
was
it
a
is.
fire
So
game. That was
so
before PlayStation bought them out, though. They made that
Yep.
for
exactly.
Yep.
Xbox.
So
Yep.
looking
Yep.
at the traversal that they've been able to do in those as well
Mm-hmm.
as in Spider-Man, I think that they'll be able to really like they've been able to accentuate it thus far.
Mm-hmm.
Why not more?
I you know what? I kind of take back what I said too in terms of that question. It's not even about the traversal; it's just about the open world aspect of the game. I don't know if a
Yeah.
Wolverine game would lend itself well to an open world, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think it's going to be based on what they said in
Yeah.
that reveal because they said he'll be
Mm-hmm.
visiting multiple locations. So I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that's what's gonna happen because they mentioned
Mm-hmm.
Madripoor, they mentioned
Hmm.
other places as well. So I don't think that's what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. I think it's gonna be a levels based game. I think it's gonna be a
Right.
level
Yeah.
based game. Now that I think about it, I think
I agree.
yeah.
I agree. I think it's going to be more of a like a wide linear situation, kind of
Mm-hmm.
like God of War,
Mm-hmm.
where Midgard is a large area. It's not necessarily open world, but it's a large area with a lot of different
Mm-hmm.
fine details in different areas. You can go to Vinaheim, you can go to Alfheim, different things like that. And these are like vast areas with unlockable areas. Like there's going to be a specific area that you have to get to a specific part of the story before you're able to get to, or you know what I mean? It's stuff like that. And I,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're trying to find a blend of um Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man, right? It's not I'm pretty sure they don't want this to feel like a copy and paste Spider-Man where you insert superhero in open world, go here, 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 and here. It looks like I know for sure part of it is in Madripoor because he went to the Princess Bar, and if
Right.
you know about Wolverine, the
Mm-hmm.
whole patches and all of that
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
really plays into that. Then also, I think there was a part of it that was in Japan too.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm thinking there's going to be different areas that again they're going to have a whole bunch of different areas that they go to within that region,
Mm.
but it's not on the same scale as New York City with Spider-Man and Miles Morales.
I think it's chapter
Um,
based. I think it's gonna be chapter based.
okay, okay, and I can see that too. I
Mm-hmm.
can see that too.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm not really sure how he would like, with God of War, you just go to one of the doors and
Right. What
uh,
you gonna do with
it-
this?
right, right. So,
You gonna call
Yeah,
him
I could
Nightcrawler?
definitely see
Yo,
that.
teleport me over here.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah.
You're not
But
right with
yeah,
your mom right now, right? Go
Huh?
ahead and help a brother out.
Right? Like, come on.
I
Uh,
think I think that I think that this I think it lived up to the hype. I think
yeah.
that my main concern was I wanted them to capture like the feral bestiality,
Now,
not bestiality, that sounds
th-
crazy, but like the
What the?
raw like
Hold
animalistic
up.
like aspect. I stopped myself, but like the animalistic characteristics of Wolverine, that
Yo,
he will jump at you from across the street and literally knife you in your torso, lift you up and rip you in half.
mhm.
yeah.
Um, but graphics looked amazing. Brutality, the blood splatter, all of the little details, and I think he was
His
fighting like
excitement
some
for blood is
reavers too,
concerning.
huh?
I said your excitement for blood is concerning.
I mean, it's
I'm
Wolverine, bro.
sorry, man.
Wolverine
Yeah,
without blood.
it's part of the expectation,
It's
man.
like peanut butter. It's like peanut butter without jelly, bro. Wolverine without blood is like
Exactly.
peanut butter without jelly. You gotta have both.
I was I was watching the reveal and
Mhm.
Uh,
I was like, y'all, Logan died for this, y'all.
Right.
Logan died for this, bro.
Um. So it's also
oh,
crazy because that and the Spider-Man game takes place in the same universe. So it's kind of
they
crazy
hinted
to
at that
wrap.
a little bit.
It's kind of crazy to wrap your head
Mhm.
around, like to see that kind of blood
We're
and
getting
gore.
a
Yes,
Marvel
I
video
agree.
game universe
Mm-hmm.
as well. That's kind of nice. It's kind
Mm-hmm.
of nice, man.
Because we
Kind of
Done
nice.
like this.
especially because of the darker tone and a lot more mature themes and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. But it's
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine kind of deserves that. I feel like if they didn't do any of that, it would be doing a disservice to the character in
Yeah,
general,
yeah, for sure.
right?
Absolutely.
One thing I would
I,
love to see, because yo, if they could have pulled that off back in the day, again going back to X Men Origins Wolverine, if you guys have not played that game, I would strongly advise that you do so. But you remember when he got damaged in that game, how his clothes would fucking rip
yeah,
apart,
yep,
and then he
yep.
would heal in real time?
And then they showed that in the trailer
Yeah,
too.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So that I hope that is actually something that we see. You know what I
That would
mean?
be amazing.
That
That would
would
be
be
amazing.
that would be insane. So I'm
And
looking forward to it.
they have that type of technology, because I mean, even in the Spider-Man games, when you're fighting, if you get low health,
Mhm.
their whole suits, like there's rips, there's bruises, there's cuts and stuff across the character model too.
Right.
Mhm.
I feel like this is just gonna be the next level. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I
So
feel like this is gonna be the next level.
I don't even know if I can show all this shit because it's so gory. But what do you think about the new character, the new actor that's playing Wolverine? They got another Aussie, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
They got
You
another
know,
Aussie.
Liam McIntyre.
Liam McIntyre.
yeah. I
I
feel like Hugh Jackman just set the precedent now. Like
mhm.
in all of time now, in 2025, or not 2025, 2055, if they
Mhm.
have like a different version of Logan, of
You
Wolverine,
gonna be Australian?
he'll probably be up Australian, just because they it's been like that since the beginning. I think now the only one that I think is not Australian is the Marvel Rivals
Yeah,
Wolverine, and
Wolverine.
I think that's the same dude
Steve Bloom.
that played. Uh, yeah.
He's
He was
the
in
voice actor.
Zombies.
Yeah, he's the voice actor for Wolverine.
Tank
You know,
Dempsey. Yeah.
yeah, he's like the
But yeah,
guy. He's like the because he's also Spike Spiegel. For those who don't know, he's a voice actor for Spike Spiegel in Cowboy Bebop.
I have
actually
I have
had no
had
clue.
this such a weird grudge against Liam McIntyre, right?
Why?
And it's literally not
Why?
him. It's literally not him. So I don't know if y'all remember this. I don't know if y'all remember this. There was a show called Spartacus.
I know Spartacus.
Spartacus is an amazing show. And it started off with my boy Andy,
Yeah, and then he passed away because he got sick,
and
right?
he unfortunately passed away due to cancer. Now the thing is, at first I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
So then the next seasons to come up, and I saw Liam. I said, "Now is this? Why is this happening?" Because Andy did a great job, and I found out that Andy had passed away. Hurt my heart a whole lot. I watched the rest of this series, and I'm like, "You are not supposed to be here. Like, you are not
Wow.
supposed to be here. My boy
Wow.
Andy's supposed to be here, but I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. Like, I get it. But he didn't do a bad job. He
Mm-mm.
did a good job. It was just so much. And like, yo, can we just say fuck cancer, bro? Holy
Yeah,
jeez,
bro.
fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
cancer for real.
Oh my goodness, this man had such a promising career ahead of him, and I'm
Yeah.
so upset that it was cut short.
Bro, there's
Because
so many people. There's so many people, bro. Chadwick Boseman, bro. We lost Black Panther.
oh my god, literally my
Yeah.
boy Chadwick Boseman. But like, but Liam, and he also, and Pizzo's probably run into him as well, because in the Jedi Survivor series,
Yes, he
Liam
was. He
also
was the nomad. The
he
nomad.
was
Yeah.
the nomad in that
Yeah.
fight.
Was sick.
Was
Was sick.
tough.
hmm
It was so
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also, he's Marcus Phoenix's son. He's JD Phoenix.
you know.
He's JD Phoenix.
So I
I had no
can't.
clue.
So he has
He
his
has
chops.
done
He has his
great.
chops.
Yeah, he's done
He has a
such
resume.
great
Yeah.
work. He has done such great work.
Can I say this? I feel
Yeah.
like he could actually pull off a very convincible Wolverine in live action. Look at this
Really?
motherfucker's forearms, bro. In real life. Like, have you seen his forearms?
No, not at all.
This
His
man
arms
has
just look
this
so
man
good.
has some monstrous forearms, bro.
Mm. God doggone Liam.
Wasn't he the
You're
weather
talking about the
wizard?
guy that was just on the screen.
Yes, look at his forearms, bro.
Cash.
Look, all right, so
Yeah.
bro, he can play a
He's
convincible
not
Wolverine.
convinced.
Like people can put on weight. Like, what are you talking about? Did you right? Did you see freaking Chris Hemsworth before he took on the role of Thor? That dude was a twig.
I actually haven't.
Dude was a twig, and now look at him.
Now he's Chris Hemsworth.
That's a
Now
fair
he's
point.
yeah. These guys can put on weight.
That's a fair
I
point.
think he could be a convincible Wolverine. I'm sorry, he does. But like like I said though, he's pretty good. Like he looks very convincing, and he has the what's the word that I'm looking for? The gravitas, the voice for
Mhm.
Wolverine. He sounds like Wolverine, bro. So
Yeah.
he could definitely pull it off.
Logan died for this, y'all. I just want to keep reminding y'all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at it on the screen. It just looks so fire, man.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, it was great.
I don't
believe-
think we had an
Oh, I have a
official release
question.
date. Go ahead.
Quick question. Yeah, they it's a release window, and I was actually about to ask y'all kind of about that.
Mhm.
Depending on when GTA 6 drops, do you think this has a chance? Because as of right now, GTA 6 is slated for May 25th, I believe,
Mhm.
2026,
Mhm.
which if they're going for the fall, it could be maybe between like October. I mean, they do like their October releases, so I would say anywhere October, November, between those 2 months. Um, and I think that would give it enough time for people to like get past the initial like blow up of GTA 6. If you wanted to play the game, you will have played it, you will have beat it. GTA Online, that's a whole nother thing though. And it depends on how much content that they have at launch. But if it's like GTA 5 online, GTA 5 was online was very bare bones when it first dropped. So and it took a little minute before they started adding like heists, and I mean they had like a couple of weapons and like cars and stuff like that, but it wasn't anything on the level that it is now, where you have casinos and
Mhm.
a weed cultivation farm and all of that extra stuff. So
I mean, it's not
um
unfounded, but did they announce online for GTA 6? They didn't,
so
right?
at least from what it hasn't been officially announced, but everywhere that I've seen online has suggested that they're going to give GTA 6 about a month to breathe, and then after that month they're going to follow it up with GTA 6 online. That it sounds hard to believe to me,
Mhm.
just because I mean they would have had to been working on this concurrently at the same time, and that's why I say if GTA 6 drops with no content and they've just been focused on the main game, then that can kind of play into how long people are like infatuated with GTA 6, right? Like
Crazy
if,
idea here.
uh,
I need to have a tin. I'm gonna make one, but I need to have like a tinfoil hat that I put on
yeah,
when I'm saying
yeah. Every
crazy
time we
shit.
get into this
This crazy
conspiracy
shit.
theory,
But
yeah,
hear me out. It is
okay,
called GTA Online. There's not going to
Mhm,
be a GTA Online 2.
mhm.
I'm thinking that they're just going to add almost like an extension
Another
or an
city.
Like
expansion.
a
Yeah,
DLC
exactly.
type?
Where you can fly between those cities in GTA.
But
You
only if you
That
know?
right.
mhm, only.
Well, I mean, GTA 5 online is like free now,
Yeah,
pretty
but
much.
it's not. But what I'm saying is not unfounded of them to do something like that, where you can fly
You
between
know,
these two.
they did like months ago they announced that they were partnering with 5M, the
5M,
people
yeah.
that do the GTA online, and then they're like just 2 or 3 days ago, there's another company that did a lot of like mods for RP servers and stuff like that for the insides of interior modeling for certain buildings and stuff like that.
And it's coming to
And they're
console,
partnering with them. Huh?
and it's also coming to console.
Yeah.
The whole 5M thing's coming to console
Mhm.
too.
Oh,
So
really?
Said I did
Oh,
not
role
know that.
play on console. Interesting.
Yeah, the world's over.
Wow.
the man said the world's over.
That is crazy, bro. There are some people on my friends list that are stuck on 5M, and I'm like, bro, release
Yeah.
yourself from the shackles.
Man, they got a story to get off, man.
Yeah,
They
bro.
got a story to get off.
But I'm
But
saying,
yeah, I can see that though. I could
mhm,
definitely see that.
yeah,
They already have the assets for it.
yeah,
Now
just make
it'll
an
probably be
expansion.
a huge update. You know what I mean? For if you just have like GTA Online.
Another crazy tinfoil hat situation here, guys. We
Okay.
have
Okay.
so many Grand Theft Auto games. You should be able to go back to fucking Liberty City and be able to just fly between those. If you
That
That'd
could
be
yeah,
do
that
it,
would be insane.
that
That
would
would be
be
insane.
so nuts, bro.
That
You know
would
what
be
that reminds me
insane.
of?
What?
But
The Assassin's Creed portal idea thing they had, where you can go
oh, the
to any
Animus
game.
Hub.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
Animus
like
Hub.
where you can like go into any game from like the main Assassin's Creed. Yeah, they had
Yeah,
that before. Like as Shadows, when you boot up Shadows, it'll show Shadows, and then if you have like AC Mirage or Valhalla or something like that, you could just from that screen select the game. Which, if you're on console, why didn't you just like click on the game?
select
I
the
don't
game you
know.
want to play.
Right.
Anyways, but yeah, no, I could definitely see that being like a equivalent. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like if you have GTA 5, Red Dead 2, GTA 6, it's like a hub where you could just go to any game or whatever and do what you want
Red Dead,
essentially.
what? You going time traveler from GTA?
Well, I'm saying,
Hey,
I'm just saying.
calm down. My name is Arthur Morgan. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
right.
Broke the goddamn wheel.
Arthur's,
Yeah,
Arthur's my G.
GT
I like him.
or Red Dead Online, that thing.
Hmm.
They threw that out to the wolves, low key. But anyways, yeah, I could definitely see that whole like hub thing being a thing.
Question for you guys: what would you like to see? What kind of mechanic would you like to see implemented in the Wolverine game?
in
implemented
Something.
what?
in GTA 6.
No, no. What kind of
Oh,
mechanic would you like to see in the Wolverine game?
oh,
Go on, man.
Wolverine. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Web swinging.
You're
shut
fucking
up.
crazy. you're you're fucking crazy. You know what?
um, so I hope that to an extent, right? Because we know that there's going to be a plethora of characters in the Wolverine mythos in this game.
Mhm.
One of which being Mystique.
Yeah, we saw
Um,
her. We saw her in the trailer.
I'm wondering if they're going to have a mechanic the same way where there were like team up takedowns and things like
Ooh.
that, where if you're in a certain area doing a similar thing, maybe
Hmm.
y'all could team up for specific things, or even one better because I think Arkham Knight did this a little bit better than Spider-Man and
With
Spider-Man
Catwoman.
2.
With Catwoman.
Yeah, you know how you would do like a finisher and then you would switch characters? Oh
Yeah.
God, that would be amazing.
Not. I feel
But
like I'm thinking more of like a Mystique mission. By the way, I just peeped that plank on the couch. By the way, I'm just
Don't worry, he just yapping. Don't feed into what he was saying, bro.
yeah. I just peeped Plank. I just see him. Shout outs to Plank. Shout outs to Ed and Eddie. Um,
yeah, man.
but yeah, I think we're gonna see some Mystique missions. We might. I can
Yeah.
already see them implementing Mystique in kind of like a stealth type situation where she can like look at someone and take the form of that person, or after you take them out, like knocking someone out and then assuming their shape and just kind of like go through a level.
That would be dope. That
I'm
would be
saying,
dope.
I'm saying that would be fire. That would be
Mm.
fire. But hey, I digress.
Yeah.
What about you, Kale? What would you like to see? What kind of
I
mechanic?
would love to see. Dang, and it kind of feeds into what y'all were saying. Like, definitely like a cameo. I want to see like more cameos in these games, so that we can like have like I mean just imagine like different people from the. We have so many people that we can pull from the Marvel universe
Mm-hmm.
to do stuff. I mean, what if they even like I don't know. This is a far reach. I mean, well, this is before he joined the X Men.
Uh,
Was it? I don't think this is
So
before he joined the X Men. Because
I
he's
think they
wearing the
said that
no.
uniform.
in the yeah
Yeah,
like
he has.
the
Uh,
I think it's him getting into the X Men, right?
Really? I don't.
I
I
swear that's
don't.
what they said
oh,
in the trailer, that this was like
as far as like narrative, like where he's in his journey, I don't think that they really touched on that too much. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing that I know that they said was that he was an unreliable
Narrator.
narrator.
Yeah.
So it's
mm,
going to be like a lot of like filling in the gaps, based off of like
mm,
how he remembers things and then what actually
So
happened.
now I'm wondering if he's
Um,
gonna be jumping through time. Then there's also that.
yeah. See, and there goes your traversal problem. See, bro,
Yeah.
look,
all right.
it all works out.
Yep. Yep.
um, I was gonna say something. God damn, it'll come to
This
me.
is, this is gonna be a fire game, bro. All I know is that this is gonna be a fire ass game,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I
I
can't wait. I
Do we have
really
a
can't
release
wait.
date on it?
Huh?
Just the window. This
This
is
is the
fall
release window.
2026.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
a whole
Mm-hmm.
year.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys. So let's switch things up. Like, guys. So I want to introduce you to something. Pizzo, you know what this is, but
Yep.
Kale's dad is it's his first time here. So this is our side quest segment. So like in every episode, we take a fun detour in challenging our guests to test their knowledge in video games to see if
okay.
they are in fact actual gamers. Get it? Gamer actual? Actual gamer? Yeah? Yeah. All right, cool. So, it's not really a challenge tonight, but you're going to have to defend this one, right? And it's called Video Game Mount Rushmore. We're going to pick a specific category. You're going to pick your top 4 games, and you're going to have to basically tell us why these are your top 4. People are going to, we
Mm,
might disagree, we might agree. But if we all disagree, you got to be ready to like stand on your 10 and defend that shit. You know what I mean?
okay,
So,
bet.
you ready?
A little
So,
bit, maybe.
like I actually said this before off stream. What is your top 10 horror games of all time? The top 5, sorry. It's top 4. Top 4. Top 4
Top
horror
four.
games. Yeah. It's got to be 4.
Oof.
Man went from top 10 to top 5 to top 4. Make up your mind.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. 100% right.
Top five,
I'm
top five,
crying.
top
Yeah, your top 4.
five.
Top 4.
So okay, so what I want to go first is Dylon. Okay, let me chill.
Dylan.
One of the best games that I've played, like horror wise.
Hmm.
Damn, because you said 4 of them.
Yeah, so it's even harder now.
That's what makes it so hard to choose from. Because one of them, because I'm trying to think between horror and thriller, like a
Hmm.
thriller type
Yeah. Yeah.
too, right? Because there are a lot of they like kind of toe the line.
Hmm.
Um, because there's also situational horror, but one of my top ones I would want to say Outlast.
Okay. Okay.
I
I'll
would want to say
Okay.
Outlast, and the even with like the continued success of the Outlast trials too.
okay.
But I would say the first Outlast, and Lord, you got me on the spot, brother. Because the thing is, horror isn't it's not my bag, right?
No.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
horror isn't like something that like I've like continuously delved into.
The next
But
one
Okay.
might be. The next one might be.
okay. So I'd say definitely when would as it pertains to like a horror game,
Hmm.
damn, I would have to say also Five Nights at Freddy 4, FNAF 4. FNAF 4 specifically because that's when they introduced the nightmare characters, the nightmare versions of all the characters.
Okay.
So if you don't know what the nightmare versions of those of all the characters look like, go ahead type that in. Go ahead type that in, and it'll show you exactly why. Another game that has actually recently come out that I've been playing, and it's kind of in the horror but horror thriller too, is No, I'm Not Human. No, I'm Not a Human.
I saw that
Okay.
recently.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that.
Yeah, it's the demo for that game came out months ago, but a lot of renewed interest came out because not only did the game just come out, but Corey Kenshin also played it. Like a lot of very big YouTubers played the game, and so
Hmm.
now it's getting like a ton of traction. But it's
Yeah.
Okay.
very like the game keeps you on your toes the entire time.
I saw Jaya playing it the other day. Shout out to Jaya.
Yeah, big shout
Yeah.
out to
Shout
Jay.
out, Jen. Mm-hmm.
That's like a it's. Oof.
Damn, the
This is
nightmare versions look crazy.
this is why I'm this is why I'm like, yeah, if you haven't seen it, go ahead, just look that up and you'll see exactly why I said that. Because yeah, it's dang, and like a third, I think because it's I know I have to defend them because I've played some, you know what, Resident Evil 7, Biohazard.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Okay. I can't knock that
Biohazard.
because I actually love that one too.
Welcome to the family, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza, what about you?
So,
I was say four. That was four, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think so.
Pizza, what about you?
Um. So I am going to go with Alan Wake 2. I think that there is
You know what
thriller
I'm
in
saying?
it, but
That
there's
towing the line thing,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think it's on that thin line of horror versus thriller, but I there are horror aspects in that game. I think
Hmm.
enough to consider it a part of it.
Okay.
Um, Dead Space. Um,
Original
phenomenal
or
choice.
remake?
I only played the remake. I didn't play the original.
Ah,
So,
okay.
but I did enjoy the remake. I don't know how like original purists feel about the remake, but I
It was
definitely
great.
enjoyed it.
It was
I
I
great.
definitely enjoyed it.
okay.
What you sound like you got thoughts. So I mean, I got to defend it. So you know,
No, no,
you
no.
can bring your points.
We could just go. I was gonna Google that. I don't know how people really received the remake. I
Uh
feel like the remake was actually pretty positive, to
It
be
was
honest.
great
Yeah.
because not only did they really remake the Ishimura everything,
Mm-hmm.
but they also added extra audio logs and everything from things that they didn't put in the first
There
game.
we go. Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah,
Plus
they
they were
yeah.
remastered all that audio and everything. It was
plus
great.
there were quality of life changes as well. So
Yes.
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. So I got Alan Wake 2. I have Dead Space. Um, maybe Sons of the Forest. Just to
Ooh.
kind of throw in another genre, like mix of genre with the horror survivor,
Mm-hmm.
where you know you kind of get thrown into an area, have to survive. I think that I already like survival games just in general. Hence why I kind of like Power World too, because there's survival elements in that game as well.
All right.
Um, and then you pair that with like the different monsters that come out and like the secrets, you know, filling out or piecing together what happened on the island and going through the story. I really like that, and they've added new items to the game as well that made it fun to traverse and kind of turn it into a playground of sorts. So, um, and then lastly, Mount Rushmore though, so I can't just throw anything out on this
Yeah,
last
you
one.
gotta pick one.
Uh, uh
Damn, I forgot the Mount Rushmore aspect.
maybe. Oh, I, would-
We should
I
have the
wouldn't. I
chat
wouldn't. Really,
decide. We should have the chat decide. That'd be fire.
that would be fire.
Which one is the
I,
goaded of Rushmore's?
the Golden of Rushmore. I see. I wouldn't even call it. Out of all of these so far, I would say Alan Wake 2 is probably the best,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
even with whatever I say next. But I'm gonna end this with, and again, this is gonna be on the line. But I like decision based games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say the Quarry. The Quarry was really fun.
I
I
feel like
like the
that was
story.
kind of horror. I'm gonna be honest. I think that was still
Yeah,
kind of horror.
yeah, yeah.
I'll give her that.
Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna say Alan Wake, Dead Space, The Quarry, and Sons of the Forest. That is my Mount Rushmore horror game, and this is coming from a guy that absolutely despises playing horror games. Despises. Okay.
Why?
I've never played. I right, so I'm not pussy, right? But I
So
just
that butt, I want you to know, you putting that
You
butt.
Hey, what's next to a butt, Kizo?
okay. Listen, man, listen. I never really liked horror movies.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, there's a handful that I like, right? But I'm more of like a cabin in the woods type of horror than a um fucking
Like
Texas Chainsaw or like,
ah,
any of like the hardcore horror types of
Hostel and
movies.
shit like that.
Hostel, even though I've seen Hostel, but I wasn't a fan of that. So
why? Is it because it's realistic?
yeah, I think that's part of it. I think that if there was some sort of like art style that would make me like that would take me out of it, you
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like it's much easier to deal with blood and gore when
Fantasy.
when it looks more fantasy like or like animated or something. So um
I can feel that.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
so
understandable. Like the last Hellraiser movie, I watched that, bro, and my body hurt for a week after I watched that movie. I had never seen a Hellraiser before, and I watched the new one, and
Mhm.
oh my god, oh my
Yo,
god,
you want to hear something crazy? I watched Hellraiser as a kid.
yeah, man, you're a different breed. I turned off it.
No. But listen, bro. One of my favorite lines. You know what's funny? It was a scary movie, but one of the favorite parts that I have in it is not even a horror part, bro. It's
you
when
talking
he
about the
was
part where he's dancing?
no, it's when he's chasing
Oh,
the fat kid, and he was like, "Hey, fat
oh
boy."
God.
Bro, when he said "Hey, fat," how he said "Hey, fat boy," every time I see it, I laugh, bro. I die laughing. It's just how he
You
said,
talking,
"Hey,
you
fat boy."
talking about the remake? The
Yeah, the
remake,
remake. Hey, fat
the
boy,
remakes of it were amazing.
bro,
Oh my god,
bro.
it was amazing.
Every time he says that line, I don't know why, but that shit is hilarious to me, bro.
Yeah,
Funny as
yeah.
hell, bro. But yo, I feel like it is scary. It was a scary movie. It was scary. You know they're doing a TV show for it, right? Welcome to Derry.
Oh wow, oh my
I
goodness.
hadn't heard that. Interesting. Okay.
Welcome to Derry, bro. It's coming. It's coming. It's gonna be on HBO Max.
That's gonna be crazy. I'm already
Yeah.
if they keep the
He's gonna be
same.
there. No, it's the
Oh
same actor. Pennywise is
my
gonna be in it.
god, they keep that same tone that they had in the two remakes, bruh.
Bro. It's gonna be
Hmm.
insane. It's gonna be insane. But yeah, um, I can't really. I don't think I have any issues with your list. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You guys kind of found a way to like defend your shit, so I'm not even gonna knock it. But next time you come back, you're getting quizzed. Is all I'm saying. So y'all be ready. Oh
Bet that up.
yes,
Bet
yes.
that
I'll
up.
be
Yo,
prepared.
I feel like I kind of went too hard with Jayla last week. Like the chat was like,
Oh, really?
"Damn, bro." Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You was quizzing her?
Oh, bro, listen. What was the game? I gave her 3 games. The first one,
Yeah.
what was the first one, Heartless? I don't even remember, bro. I know one of them was Chrono Trigger, and the third one
Mm.
was Grim Fandango. I don't remember what the first game
Oh,
was though.
I know about Grim Fandango, but I like not like enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, not enough.
I feel like I gave her because it was I told her and I made sure to like kind of help her out. I was like, yo, the theme is '90s based, like '90s games.
My ass
Still
would have been
couldn't
like
get them.
Psychonauts.
Still couldn't get them, bro. But it is what it is. I told her I'm gonna try and kind of find some games that are more in her bag a little bit and see if she can really get those. Not
Yeah.
necessarily make them easier, but just kind of shift later on in the year because I feel like she said she was born in what '97, so a lot of those
Mm.
games she probably didn't. She didn't start gaming
Yeah.
until
She didn't
like
get
2000, like you know what I mean. So I gotta figure it out. But is that? But Heartless, before we move on, is there anything that we need to get into? Speedrun section. What's in the speedrun?
Oh, I think you
or
muted.
muted,
You're
muted, brother.
muted. Heartless, you're muted.
Oh, my bad. So anyway, speedrun section time. Kale's father. This since it's the first time here, I'm gonna
Kale's
let you guys know
father.
how we do this.
Kale's father.
Sorry. Kale's dad.
No, you good. I'm
Um,
both.
Yeah, yeah.
that's what
I'm
I'm saying.
both.
I
I'm
figured you were
I
both,
be
right?
calling him Kale's father sometimes too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all
Perfect.
good.
So the speed section essentially is, I go on Reddit, I grab some quick little headlines, rumors though. Specifically, we look for rumors,
Mm-hmm.
and I go through and I just list the titles of these articles or like these Reddit posts. And if you guys have any interest in the topic at hand, we feel free to discuss it. If not, I try to go through the list as quick as possible. This week is a short list. We only got 3 on there. Wasn't many rumors. But the first one is going to be Square Enix might be announcing something Final Fantasy IX related soon. Maybe a remake. You never know.
I hate Final
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy. I'm sorry.
Say less. Next one on the list, Kojima's new horror game OD could be connected to Silent Hills.
Oh my god.
Look at
Hey,
Cash's face.
I wasn't talking about that
What?
earlier at all.
Right? That's a
Mm.
crazy
Not crazy?
connection. That's a crazy connection.
Yeah, I mean, I would to be because Kojima, they were working. What was it? It was Konami.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who like
Yeah.
deadlifted
Owned.
the whole project.
Right.
Yeah, which is killer. So I mean, if I was Kojima, I would also be petty. Why? Because I'm Kojima and I can do that. I have Kojima Productions. Sony's helping me out. Sony's letting me do whatever I want to do. So
Blank check.
blank check. I mean, this is Kojima we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So and now this is a game with Kojima and Jordan Peele.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, are we kidding? So yeah,
Hmm.
definitely
Cooking.
if it got some ties to Silent Hill or what it could be, we may see like a I'm saying, a little cameo from someone.
From Silent Hill.
Hmm.
So in the trailer, there is some redacted text,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and fans have figured out what the redacted text says.
How?
How?
Deal.
I don't know, but it says 10 years since the legendary horror game PT, in quotations.
Hmm.
That's what it says in
Yeah.
the redacted
Okay.
text.
How did
And
they
so
find that?
fans are speculating. I can dig deeper into this, but fans are speculating that this is some kind of connection to Silent Hill.
I think it might not be Silent Hill specifically, but he might have reworked the script that he had for that game and turned it into OD.
And let's
Oh.
step further because we were just talking about it.
Yeah.
Did you see who the actress was that's in the OD trailer?
She's from It.
The girl from It.
The girl
bro.
from It, yeah. Oh.
Man, this is gonna be an insane game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think so. Like if they've deciphered the text to be something like that, because the thing is, PT, it was like a very loose demo, but it was
Mm-hmm.
so good how they did it because they made it seem like it came out of nowhere from like a different company. It didn't even have Kojima's name on it when people were playing it, and
Right.
then at the end, it was revealed to be something for Silent Hills.
Right.
That's what
Yeah.
it was called, Silent Hills with an S at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Kojima would be well within his rights to, because I mean, if it's not a direct correlation,
Mm-hmm.
eh,
Right.
I think he can do it.
I'm sure there's ways you can get around. You can get around it and make it happen.
Yeah.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Y'all kick my boy Kojima out of here. Release Metal Gear Solid 5 and took his name off of it. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Y'all crazy for that.
Mm-hmm.
The disrespect is crazy.
The disrespect
Facts.
was insane, brother.
Mm-hmm. Anything else, artist?
The last one on the list, which I'm really not that good at my job, clearly, because it's not that much of a rumor. Uh, Jeff Grubb says he continues to hear that nothing is happening with Bloodborne after checking in on it recently. And as
I
you
don't
guys
know why
all
people
know,
are still holding out hope for that. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, exactly what you just said, literally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why y'all are still holding out hope for Bloodborne coming to the PC.
It's
And
not
I
happening.
understand because there are some games that like it'll take a long time, but I mean they are literally showing no interest in doing it, which I think is kind of crazy too, because that's an easy cash grab.
Right.
It
Uh,
is.
I don't know why they won't do it. I don't know why they won't do it, but they have made it pretty clear that they don't want to do that shit. Which I'll go wait for the 10-year anniversary of Bloodborne and be like, actually,
I think
we're
that's
gonna
what I
remaster it,
think that's what they're waiting for. 10-year anniversary.
Maybe.
you
Mhm.
know, type stuff.
Yeah.
You know, part of me thought they were holding out for like maybe a PS6 launch title as Bloodborne. I feel like that would have pushed if you're gonna come out with a new console, a Bloodborne remaster or even Bloodborne 2, that would have made the system take off, like
I mean, oh my
honestly.
god,
But if that were the
That would
case,
be
because
huge.
we're already hearing rumblings about Sony uh gearing up for the PlayStation 6. They're signing patents, there's dev kits that are out in the wild. So
yeah.
if there was something planned for the PS6, they would have been like, "Oh, I can't really speak too much," but it said when they speak to Miyazaki, I think that's the name of the person that is ahead of the head of FromSoft.
Mhm.
Um, he's like, "It's up to PlayStation. I'm down," but PlayStation ain't.
Right.
They haven't said anything about it. So,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're IP, so they control all that shit. So.
mm,
Sony been pissing me off a little bit lately with IPs, like like specifically to, um, my boy Deacon St. John. Um,
yeah, Days
Yeah,
Gone.
Days Gone.
Days Gone is such an amazing and incredible title, bro. And I think more people should give it a chance, and especially now since they've done a lot of quality of life updates to the game and stuff like
Yeah.
that. The thing is, the game hasn't really changed. It's
Mm-mm.
still,
Hmm.
the same, but I mean, they have surviving with a vehicle.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll have to give that game another try. Like I
you
got
should.
about maybe an hour into it, and I was like,
It's really good. It's that
yeah.
and it's the same thing I'll say to anyone who has never played Mad Max. Mad Max is
I
such a
have Mad
fun.
Max. I have Mad Max on PC. I just haven't booted
You
it
need to
up
play
yet.
the game. It's really good.
I hear
It's
it
in your
has the
backlog.
it has the Arkham mechanics. I hear the combat mechanics is very Arkham.
Yeah, I mean, you'll
Really?
figure out why Max is so aggravated. Um,
Yeah.
the fighting
Why he's
in
so
there
mad?
is great.
Hmm.
It's great. It makes you feel like you're really like detonating
Mad?
life.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then like you building your magnum opus, you having to
Yeah.
Yeah, you
build
can
your car,
customize it. Yeah, you can customize your car.
customizing your car, customize, and it's not even just about that. It's about like the survival of you and your magnum opus, and that's the same thing for Days Gone. And Days Gone, the first time I ever ran out of gas was in front of a horde.
Oh my god.
The worst time to run out of gas, worst place to run out of gas,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
then like having to sneak around that horde, get to some gas, get back to my bike, pick it up, and be like, okay, and then step away from them so I wouldn't get chased. I mean, the it was like a visceral impact of take care of your vehicle, or
Yeah,
you're going to die.
that's fire.
So yeah, uh, they made me so mad about the Days Gone stuff because Jesus Christ, bro.
Well, yeah. I don't know, man. Hopefully they can definitely. I don't think I think because I feel like that was their way of trying to test the waters when they released Days Gone recently, when they did the re-release or remake of sorts. I think
Like
that was their way.
y'all did a remake of Days Gone, and y'all not gonna do a Days Gone 2 after the ending?
I mean,
Yeah.
Uh,
When the game came out, I mean, I know it was like trouble because of like technical issues, but I
hmm
don't know how like quickly it sold or how profitable it was. I'm thinking that's probably why they were kind of skeptical with moving forward. But
yeah,
again, Days Gone never really captured me, so I never really kind of paid attention to that little section of the PlayStation universe. But I know it does have a diehard like fan base. They swear the people that liked it, you either really liked it or you just did not care for it.
right.
There's no in between. And the people that really liked it, yeah, they swear by it.
Mm.
it's a great game, y'all. It's a great game,
Yeah. I think I have it on PlayStation actually. I come to think of it, I remember playing it, but I played it briefly, like probably like PVO, probably about an
Yeah.
hour. Yeah. And
hmm
that was pretty
And
much
it's
it.
okay because I think around I forget what other games came out around Days Gone, but I think it
Hmm.
had some competition around it. Maybe I'm trying to remember, but like having other things to play, that's like
Mhm.
okay, cool. whenever you have the time to like dedicate to like playing the game, and
Mm-hmm.
I understand because like I remember I forgot what other game we were talking about earlier where you were like, yeah, I kind of got to get past that little hour hump of being like, okay, I think it's
Mafia.
Mafia. Like we get like a little bit of a game fatigue, especially when we're playing so many titles, so many new things are coming out. But like taking like Tommy has an amazing story of Mafia One.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
great.
Yep.
It's a great story. It's very linear, so you're not gonna be doing no open world stuff. It's you
Hmm.
do the mission, you do the mission, you do the mission. That's what Mafia
Hmm.
One is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say
Mafia
less.
Two expanded on it and gave it a little bit of breathing room. It gave it a little bit of oomph. Allowed
Right.
you to
Hmm.
customize more. You Vito Scaletta. We going around the whole city. We doing this, that, and the other. Hey Joe, type stuff, man. We have a whole world that you could be in Empire Bay. And then
Right.
in Mafia 3, they upped the ante, allowing Lincoln Clay to literally whip the range wherever you want to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's great. And who doesn't like killing races on video games? So yeah, they were all very good experiences. There's always that. I think it's sometimes when you have to start learning a new game,
Mm-hmm.
that's when it's like, oh, I gotta learn how to do some new. I gotta learn how to do some new,
That's fair.
and
Yeah.
and sometimes I feel that fatigue of like tutorial fatigue, because if it's not Spider-Man 2 and my boy yelling at me like, "Hey, you supposed to be swinging, man. You Spider-Man. Why you swinging?" You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, I get a little bit of fatigued on that, but yeah, no, I promise you, you get past that hump of those games, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Mafia One is very good. Days Gone is fire.
Okay.
Days
All
Gone
right.
is fire.
I'm definitely gonna check those out. But yeah. Any fine? Oh, back. So, guys, we are about to head out. Listen,
Mm.
before we head out, Kale's dad. Let the people know where they can find you.
My hey, hi, hello, how you all doing? My name is Kale's dad. I'm Chris with the K, baby. You know me, run a lapse, and I think like I'm a physical mother of education. It's great to have y'all here. Thank y'all for allowing me to be on the podcast. You can find me at Kale's dad literally everywhere except for Twitter, because on
Mhm.
Twitter I'm underscore Kale's dad. I did not want an underscore in my name, but unfortunately there is another Kale's dad who has crazy tweets from like 7 years ago that's on Twitter, and I can't do nothing about that person. But yes, I'm on Twitch and literally everywhere
Mm-hmm.
as myself. I'm Kale's dad.
You know, it's funny you said that. I've been Cash Girl with an underscore for like years on Twitch, but it's
Mhm.
Mhm.
because my first account, the first Cash Girl, is also me, but Twitch
Yeah.
told me I don't own that account for some reason. I signed in, put in my password, I did the old spiel, and they were like, "You still can't get access to this." I'm like, "Bro, I just entered my
What?
password. It's my account. Like clearly, it's my account." And it was like, yo,
Cash,
you right?
cash.
What?
He's like, clearly, but it's just like you don't have access to this account. And I'm like, I just ended up making another account. It's like I can't do this
Mm.
anymore. This is just way
Yeah.
too much.
It's
I
too much.
got you.
Yeah, but hey,
I
Pizzo
got you.
Place. Please, please. Let the people know
Yes.
where they can find
Yes.
you.
Yes. Listen, man. Everywhere I am Pizzo Plays except for YouTube. YouTube, we have finally gotten the PVE podcast off the ground. So it's youtube.com/ at PVE podcast. We have 2 episodes. First episode, the first episode, mind you. I
Second.
brought exactly. I brought Kale's dad on. We reviewed Mafia the Old Country. Ended up jumping into some Mafia games after that, 1, 2, and now on 3. The next episode, we had Cash Crow, Jaya, Kale's dad as well. Had a wonderful conversation about all things gaming recently throughout that time. So, and planning on having another episode here soon. So yeah, please follow me everywhere. Pizzo Plays everywhere except for YouTube, PVE Podcast, please.
All right, that's what's up.
Yes,
Heartless.
sir.
Heartless. Why don't you let the people know where they can find you?
Y'all know where you can find the boy Heartless at the Heartless underscore 99 on Twitch. That's where I mostly be. I also have Instagram. It's the Heartless.kxi. I got YouTube. I barely use it. I got Twitter. I got Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
You go
okay,
find out my
okay,
Twitter name.
okay. W Twitter.
The Heartless underscore 99, just like my Twitch. Yeah, honestly, the reality is we shouldn't even be doing any of this. We just type in here exclamation mark team
Mm-hmm.
and chat. Please click the link tree. That's where you find all my socials, all Cash's socials, the rest of the team, and everything we're trying to do here at the KXI Network. I just want to say before we head off, shout out to the guests, Pizzo and Kale's dad. Once again, I think usually when we have guests, I like to sit back and talk less. I like to give the space to the guests more.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's a lot of fun because the community hears Cash and I's insights and our thoughts week after week. But having the guests and more opinions and more ways to look at the content, I think is the best thing. So we appreciate you guys being here.
For
Really
sure.
dope stuff.
Yeah.
And thank you to the community, guys. You guys are amazing. It's been a really fun night.
We had some dope conversations tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I
Definitely
enjoyed
did.
myself tonight, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on.
As
Same.
always,
Thank
bro.
y'all.
And
Thank y'all so
again,
much.
Kale's dad, thank you for pulling up. Hopefully you'll show up again some other time. You
Back
know,
to the
when-
3-hour podcast, though. I don't know.
But it's because I guess I feel like when we have guests, we kind of always get that extra hour for some reason. And it's not planned.
It does
It's
happen.
just
It does happen because
it's
you
just-
want to give
it's
the space
conversation.
for all the conversations.
that's why.
Tell I'm sorry.
Yeah, because it's been a while since we've kind of hit that 3 hour mark. I'm gonna be honest with you. We've been pretty good at like being like at 2 hour, sometimes even
Yeah.
less. So
Yeah, yeah.
but I
Okay,
don't mind it
okay.
because these were like great conversations. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Same.
But let me do the sign out real quick, and that's it for today's episode of Gamer Actually. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platforms and leave a review. It really helps us out. You can follow us on all our respective Twitter. Links are in the show notes. And we'd like to hear from you and share your thoughts about tonight's episode. Now, thank you for tuning in, Actual Gamers. This is your boy Cash, the Heartless, Kale's dad, and Pizzo Play. This is Gamer Actual, episode 68.
Dang, so
Y'all know what
close.
that means. That means next week is a very special episode.
Ah,
We're gonna
I'm
skip.
crying.
We're gonna skip that one. Chat. We're gonna skip that one. We're gonna skip that episode. Have a good night. Take care. Peace out. All right. Cool. So I usually stop right there. So
Yeah.
we can I'm gonna edit this portion out. So because we're gonna raid out now. Who do you guys want to raid out? Like, I think you're our guest. Give us somebody to raid out to. Chris, come on.
yeah. I'm
man.
gonna move it over to Chris.
Yeah.
Damn, why y'all make me do? Okay, let me look through because we got a lot of really good people up on here right now. Dang, there's a lot of people playing tonight. Good lord,
Damn,
y'all got work in the morning.
Scrolling.
bro.
Who you seeing on your side, brother?
So I just recently followed this young lady, Miss underscore Mari with 2 eyes underscore. We could follow her or sorry, raid out to her or J Astro. He is also streaming as well. He's just chatting though.
Oh, you know what? I got someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drop the name in the chat.
My homegirl, Tiger.
Tiger.
She's doing an uncapped subathon right now, and she's been going crazy. Right now, she's doing Sad Clown. She did Made yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I put her name in the chat. Oh, good to see everybody in the chat. What's up, Haley? What's up, Asha? Oh, why am I saying what's up, Asha? I was talking to you earlier.
Mm-mm.
Good to see you as well, Asha.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we all gonna talk about Pizzo having this thick ass emote right here.
I wish I could explain, but I can't.
Let the raid commence.
Like,
Yeah,
what is happening?
that was some dope ass conversation. So,
Oh yeah, no.
yo, I want to
definitely-
get you guys on Play Talk Live. We could talk about that behind the scenes, like decide what games either you or Pizzo would like to play. So it's essentially, you would pick like a game, and then we'll all like sit and watch with you, and like we'll all be like on a
Mhm.
video call in
Mhm.
what you call this shit, Ninja, and just
Okay.
be playing the game. I can show you guys what that would look like because Heartless and I have done it before.
Mhm.
Heartless and I and Bello too, right? Oh no, we done it with Pinksy too, Heartless, right?
Ah,
Yeah,
think
so
so.
we've
good
done it
old
with Pinksy
Pinksy.
where we did like a demo. So we each of us was playing a demo from the Steam Next Fest. So everybody
Oh.
picked a game they liked,
Yeah.
and then we all kind of just like shuffled through the game, the demo on stream, which was
Yeah.
super cool. People actually did like that. They were actually like tuned in for it. So
That's what's up. One that I just
Gotcha.
played is called The Lift, and oh my god, that game was so engaging. I loved it so much.
yeah.
Yeah, it was fire. It was heat. Interstellar mechanic. Crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, trying to fix up a whole station where like a lift goes to different places on it. It's insane.
Listen, I'm still kind of like caught up on that plank in the background. What did you do?
I'm crying.
Did you draw it?
Someone
All right, peace out,
no.
guys. We read it out.
Yeah, they already read
But
it out. Yeah.
did you
Oh
draw
my
that?
god.
Did somebody actually draw that shit, or was it like
No, somebody made this for me when I was working at Safe Light.
okay?
Okay. Okay.
Somebody like made this is like he cut the wood, sanded the shit down, and then drew the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh
Something to do
shit,
with
that's
this?
sick.
Did you have something to do with this, mister?
That that's fire, bro.
Yeah, I like keeping them right there. You know what I'm saying? Cause that be yapping, bro. He should be talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of the pod?
Oh, this was good.
Yeah.
Oh, Heartless dipped out. Damn, that was fast.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he
he's
got
here.
stuff to do.
He's here.
Oh, no, we
No,
we
yeah, I'm
good
here.
for it.
He's
Oh.
still here. He's just not
He
in the
good.
VC. He's just not in the.
We read it out. I looked back at the cat. I said, "Oh shit." Well, I guess he had something to do.
No. I'm here.
Alright.
Why? I gotta be up early in the morning. And
Yeah.
shit. I gotta do I gotta take my car to the shop and shit at 8 a.m. I gotta be there at 8 a.m.
Oh,
I have to
shit.
have a dentist appointment tomorrow morning, which sucks.
And I got work. I gotta get up at 6 because I gotta bring my
Yeah.
kids at school, and
Oh.
then I gotta go to work.
Man,
Okay,
Peace
well,
Peace out, everybody.
fellas.
Peace out.
Yeah, y'all have an amazing night. Then get y'all some rest.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Peace out. It was great having you back, man.
Yeah, all as always, man. As always, y'all have a great night.
And yo,
Yeah,
Chris,
Kale,
thank you for
gotta
being.
come back.
Yeah, you
Nah,
gotta
it's
come
all
back,
to you.
bro.
Much for inviting me. Yo, so like no excuses, of course, no excuses, bruh. I've recently found out something like about myself
Mhm.
when I went like to the doctor. So I've been using this like medication, bro, and
Mhm.
this shit has been like knocking me the fuck out.
Damn.
So like I have
Mm,
to take it with a meal, and
Mhm.
then the shit like my eyes start getting real heavy. So I was like, okay, like as soon as I got off of stream, because I wasn't supposed to be like on stream for too long because I know I wanted to do this with y'all. And so I
Mhm.
was like, okay, we'll do this one Dark Hours run, and then we'll get the fuck up out of here. Then I died in that crazy ass way, and it glitched me in the fucking ceiling, Pizzo, and y'all couldn't
Yep,
get me
yep.
back. And I was like, damn, we can't finish this shit. So it
Yep.
took like a little bit longer. And
Mm.
then I got off stream, I ate, I took that fucking pill, and it got
Yeah, yeah. We were sending out APBs, UAVs, all that,
bruh.
trying
And
to
like
get a hold of you.
when I tell you, I was literally like trying to post in my Discord the fucking flyer and everything. I
Mhm.
literally kept waking up before I hit send. Bruh, I couldn't even do it. It's posted in my Discord now, but I
Yeah.
was like, God damn, like. And then she came in there. She was like, "Okay, it's time for you to get up." And I was like, "Got you." And nigga, like, I couldn't get the fuck up, bro.
Wow.
At least
Yeah.
you made it though.
Yeah, you did make it.
Yeah,
You
you
did
did make it, bro.
No, there's no look. First impressions are everything. That's why I was like, I hate the fact that I'm fucking late. But
I don't think you were late. Cash was late.
I was late.
If you're keeping it real, Cash was late.
Yeah, because I was stuck in
Yeah.
traffic on my way home, bro.
But if
Yeah,
Cash
that was
wasn't
terrible.
late, then you would have been late.
Yeah.
So,
Ah,
So
that's
things
hilarious.
things worked out. Things worked out.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Okay.